God damn it.
Till I fuck it up.
Bang, bang. Give a nigga break, need a Kit Kat. They big mad, been hating, that's a big fact. Cut from a different cloth, you can't stitch that. My name all in they mouth like a goddamn tic-tac, boy. Why they always pressing, got them feeling pressure, boy. Soon I make a move, got they feathers ruffled, boy. This ain't close to fair, baby, check the scoreboard. And I ain't never bored, we just cooking up some more. Look, niggas out here hating ain't a sad story. They just mad cause they ain't listed in the category. Peas and Quay,
Hey,
we
what's
find a way,
happening,
we
man?
like Nemo
We
and
back.
Dory.
Another damn episode of Bobby's World. We ain't gonna count the numbers, but this season
This
3,
nigga always want to, I swear for goodness.
we had the same conversation every episode, man.
But
Before-
listen, for those that didn't know, you're in accounting school.
Am
Oh.
I? Damn. Hey, usually we be sitting
I was
here
trying
talking.
to get this nigga an excuse or something. Shit.
We usually be
Fuck.
talking and shit before introducing the guests. I'm gonna make sure we introduce our guests ahead of time because we're getting a whole conversation to introduce the guests 30 minutes later.
Hey. They ain't got to know right away.
Right.
It's a surprise and shit.
So this
Like,
time,
who
man, we
y'all
gonna do it a
talking?
little different, man. We gonna make sure we introduce the guest off the top, man. We got a town legend, and he's like a legend in a whole different light. Like people, we refer to legends as because they are musically inclined or whatever the fuck the case may be. In this case, he's
Oh, no. This nigga makes beats.
Yeah.
What? Nigga, I remember this nigga gave us a beat for my mixtape.
Yeah.
I have a beat of his on my mixtape.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But he's
This
known,
nigga's talented.
I know he's talented for sure. I know he's very, very talented. He's the motherfucking town great when it comes to these motherfucking flyers. When it comes to just really
The
promoting.
nigga was so good at flyers, he retired.
Right. Right.
That's you know you good. You like, nigga, I ain't even doing that no more.
Man, there's a point in time where I didn't get my flyer. If my flyer didn't come from him, I ain't want to do it.
Me too. I'm gonna be
I
100.
ain't want to do it. And then when
This
I did
the
start,
only nigga I trust.
There's two people I went to after him. I went to DJ 5,280 feet. That's DJ 5280. That's DJ 5280. Hey, nah. I'm telling you one day, because me 5280 used to rock every day. Me, him, and Mike Robb. Free Mike Robb, man. My nigga on his way home. We was out one day. This nigga Mike Robb was like, man, it's me, Bob, and my nigga DJ 5,200, whatever he said, 5,280 feet. And that's what his number is saved in my phone as. So ever since then, that's what I've been calling. And that's your protege, damn near.
Yeah, that's-
You've
that's
taught
my
him a
dog.
lot.
Yeah, that's my
he
dog.
credits you a lot,
Yeah.
a lot. You know what I mean? So I went to 5280 to make my flyers, and then the only other person that made me a flyer was DJ Guess Who. You know what I mean? Other than that, I still ain't got no flyer if it ain't from my nigga, man. So if y'all know who I'm talking about, yeah.
It's always graffiti. I can't trust not a nigga.
If y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We got Graffiti in the building, man. A town
Right on,
great,
y'all.
man. For real, man. He's done a lot for the town when it comes to making your shit look good.
Yeah.
He makes you look good. You know what I mean? Like, for real.
I appreciate that.
Did you go to school for it, or what was that?
Yeah, well, no, yeah and no. I went to the Art Institute, and like week 2, I was like, I ain't fucking with this school shit, and I dipped out of there.
That's where I went.
Yeah, I just learned, bro. Like everybody always asks me that, and I
Trial
kind
and
of
error.
I always fuck with art as far as just like actual graffiti and freehand drawing and shit like that. So once I learned how to use Photoshop, it was just up.
You left-handed?
Nah.
Oh, I just seen you use it. I was like,
Gang
damn,
members,
and this
nigga, that nigga will be
left-handed.
watching your hand. Don't he?
That nigga said, what set you come, nigga?
Nigga went
see
straight
your
to the
Hold
left
on,
hand.
nigga. Before your grandma
You got a
stay,
little
nigga.
leg.
Yeah. But nah, so fucking with art, man, I just always been into it, and I ain't gonna lie, man, I always used to watch Jermaine, J1.
J1, shout out
Jude,
J1.
Jay.
So I was just doing like mixtape covers and MySpaces for niggas and all that, for
That shit was
Mystic
dope.
and all them niggas, and
Yeah.
the young Trebs and nigga Rocky, all them.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing the flyers just going around. I'm like, whoever doing these flyers is cold with this shit. And I ain't never really messed with
It was J1 at the
flyers.
time.
It was J1 at the time,
J1 used
and
to
it
be
was
the nigga for
yeah.
all the flyers.
and it was Sauce. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
remember Sauce.
I
It was
remember
J1 and
Sauce,
Sauce. So I would just see them two niggas' styles like, these niggas is cold.
Right.
And I already fucked with J1 just, through Urban Nerd and all that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nigga was kind of already the big homie. And so I like low key just started just biting what that nigga was doing. But like I could never do it like him.
Yeah.
My shit still looked like me.
Right.
Yeah.
So like niggas was like, nah, I kind of like the way you did that a little bit better. So like, you know, it was a lot of low key stealing bros clients.
Right.
And then, and then it got
Shout
to
out J1's clients.
Yeah, shout out J1's clients. It got to a point where they was like, man, Jude don't answer the phone, nigga. We gonna hit Graffiti, or they was hitting Priest. They was hitting Priest, and Priest would be like, man, I'm busy, whatever. Like hit Graffiti. So
That's
like,
dope, though.
So I'm like, shit, I'll do it. Because we people don't know, because they always be like, man, y'all niggas, us three always fucked with each other.
Right.
Like, me and Priest been cool since we was little and shit.
Reese
So,
is dope, too.
yeah, so we all kind of had a similar style. So it's like, all right, if I can't get this nigga, I'll get this nigga. But at the time, I was just at a point like, fuck it, nigga, I'll do all of it. Like,
Yeah.
send me all of
Yeah,
that shit.
whatever it
I'll
is.
take everything.
Yeah, I kind of ended up doing all of that, bro.
That shit's dope, because I believe you did a good 80% of the Dream flyers, I want to
I'm
say.
sure, yeah.
You know, Club Dream. I believe you did all of the 5280 Music Award flyers, maybe, possibly.
Shout out to the 5280 Music Award.
Yeah.
That
think
was
so.
a
That nigga
time,
took
bro.
it back.
I think, I think you did all those flyers for
Yeah.
real, for real. Every flyer, I done had so many different club venues. He did everything. I had Tooted and Booted Tuesdays. I had Wild Out Wednesdays. He did all those
And
for me.
that was
My
the thing. Like,
karaoke
niggas had an
shit.
event from Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
So there was always a damn flyer. So
No, it was Tuesday through Sunday. We didn't have
Yeah.
nothing on Monday.
Yeah.
There was nothing on Monday for whatever reason.
Monday would be like a random industry mixer
but
type shit.
Tuesday
somewhere.
through Sunday,
Yeah.
and you was getting all that money.
Yeah, I was like,
that's
fuck it.
that's 6 days a week. That's six different flyers.
That's
I'll
good
take
money.
it. I'll never knock that part.
That's
Like,
good
money.
I was making money, but at the same time, it's like the shit was work. So, you know what I mean, like I would legit not have time to do that shit.
Right.
And then niggas start feeling away because you're taking a little long. You know how
It became
promotions and all that
exhausting.
shit. It got me to a point where I was like, all right, the money's
Because
cool.
when you're in front of a computer, you got to take a break. You
and,
can't just.
and not even that being like, I still got to be creative with the shit.
Yeah.
So like, it would get to a point where somebody might ask for hoes and bottles Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And the other nigga might ask for bottles and hoes Wednesday.
Right.
And I'm like,
You gotta be
fuck?
two different
It's-
damn flyers.
You know what I mean? And then they
How
hit
do
me
I-
like Graffiti. My shit look like his shit. I'm like, y'all niggas got the same party.
Right.
So it was just
Right.
creatively, I was just kind of just like a machine with it, just doing it, but I wasn't really feeling that shit.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
What made you retire?
I just had to tap out, bro. For one, I jumped all the way into this media shit, just podcasting, producing. Like once I realized that could be lucrative, because I've been doing it, just online radio. and
Hell
all
yeah,
that.
I was on one of your shows.
Yeah, I've
When
been
you
doing
had
it for
Big
years,
Mike.
but once that the bag came,
Right.
I was like, all right, 80 flyers or one shout out on my podcast.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I had to just weigh it out. That, and then I felt like it was just time, man. Like I felt like the young homies, I can't just hold everything up. You
I
know what I
thought it
mean?
Right.
At some point, somebody else got to come in and get some work.
Right.
I thought it was dope that it was kind of like a passing of the torch you did with Polo.
Yeah, shout
You
out
had,
to Polo.
he had made. I don't know if you made a you had made a post or you just commented on something.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
made
a post? You made a post.
Yeah, and I've been trying to do that, man. Like even
Yeah.
what you said with 5280, it's like people will hit me all the time, like, bro, just teach me how to do it. I'll do the shit.
Yeah.
And then you know what I mean? Like niggas can't just do the shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
some
there's way
people I
more
would
to it
see
than
like,
that.
all right, you know how
That's
to use
Bob.
Photoshop.
Bob has called me like 5,000-6,000 times. I'm like, hey man, can you just teach me how to do Photoshop, man? Like, no.
Yeah, I could teach you Photoshop, sure, but
Nigga,
like,
get a YouTube video.
right. But if you ain't creative, you ain't kind of got the eye. So I would just check niggas out like, damn, all right, he kind of get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 5280, he got it. He was like, nigga, just send me a template. I just need to change the information.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
already my nigga, so I just did
Right.
that. I wouldn't do that for too many people. But I kept seeing Polo's work pop up, and it just started getting better and better. And then I seen like a few specific designs, like, damn, that looked like I did that shit.
Yeah.
And so I felt a little comfortable being like, all right, just hit him up. And then I actually talked to him, like, and he seemed cool. Like he
Yeah,
was like
young cat,
legit,
too.
like, bro,
Young.
I'm just trying to do this shit.
Yeah.
And I fucked with that because I was at the same point at the time. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Similar backgrounds, all that shit. So I'm like,
Yeah,
Y'all
that
go-
was
that's
dope.
what's up.
I remember when I seen that, because I like I said, I didn't know if it was a post or a comment, but I was like, nigga, that's dope. That's basically almost passing of the torch to the young fella and shit. Cause how old is Polo? 23?
he's 20 something. Don't
20.
drop the
He's
torch
in
though,
his
nigga.
20s.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Don't
I
drop.
think he
Don't
gonna.
drop.
Hey,
Right.
because
Keep that torch, nigga.
he's hungry right now. Because I'm telling you, anytime you see somebody, hey, I need a flyer done, you'll see him
He be on
up
there.
under there.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know
and
what I'm saying?
And that's
But it's gonna get to a
ultimately-
point where he don't even need to do that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because his work is good.
Yep. And that's
I've been
also
seeing his work.
ultimately what made me tap out. Cause like I say this all the time, like niggas can't tell me the last time I posted I'm doing flyer work or design work in general.
When's the
It's
last
been
time you did a flyer?
years.
Oh, I did a flyer like last week, but it wasn't no club shit. Like like Boys and Girls Club and like Damon
Different
in with big
flyers and
homies
shit.
and shit like
Yeah,
that. I still do
yeah.
that type of shit.
Yeah.
But like club
So
flyers
you'll do
and
certain
all that.
flyers
Yeah, I'll do
and
certain shit. Like if I feel passionate about it or I'm involved in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Or even if it's just some shit that sound cool and I'm like, damn, I'll fuck with that.
Yeah.
I'll still do it. But it's just as far as just taking every flyer and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't need to no more. So it ain't
Right.
It was very lucrative.
It was very lucrative.
Yeah.
I kind of undercharged niggas. Like,
You did. I think you
and
did.
so I built a hole for myself
Right,
with that
you
because
did.
the price was good.
That nigga cornered the market.
I think
Yeah,
you did.
the
though.
price was good. I was quick
and
with
the-
it. Man,
Niggas,
You was.
what? You can call this nigga today and be
So-
like, oh, man, I need a flyer for
Yeah.
boats and hoes. That nigga, 20, 30 minutes later, nigga, you got a boats and hoes flyer.
and that's
like,
what fucked
damn,
me
nigga.
up. I built that hole for myself, and niggas was on my helmet because I fucked it up for other designers. So they were like, well, this nigga Graffiti will do that shit tonight for $50 versus this nigga charged $200 and I can get in for 2 weeks.
And shit. Yeah.
And that just comes
But the
from
quality
previous,
also, my
previous
nigga.
Quality
work.
too, though.
Yeah.
Your quality
Quality
was way
too.
better than every
So when
other
you
nigga, man.
so at that time when you was doing all them flyers, did you have a regular job or that was your job? That was it.
Bro, I ain't had a regular job till last year. Like for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I ain't never really worked a regular job ever. That shit just don't ever work for me. Bro.
Right.
I'm not that type of
That's
That's
dope,
no
though.
knock to nobody,
To,
but
yeah,
I'm just
to
not.
live off your craft and do, you know what I'm saying, what you love to do.
Right.
That's when they say you succeed anyways, when you work
real.
doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that though? This goes back to what you said about the beats. That was never my intention to do no damn art.
Beats.
You know what I mean? Like I was making beats for niggas. Like
I remember.
I was making beats for Box Boys and all them niggas. These niggas, YG, all them niggas.
Oh,
Yeah, and I just knew all these niggas. And then like one day Mystic was like, bro, you be fucking with art. Can you do my cover art for this shit? The Ain't I Clean shit I did for Mystic. He's like, nigga, do the cover art. So I'm like,
So that was your
I can-
first work?
It was one of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them for sure.
That's what's up.
It was the first one was either Mystics, Ain't I Clean, or it was probably something for Miracle because I feel like they did all Miracle shit early back then.
Right.
But niggas was like, nigga, we know you can make a cover, nigga. So I started
Right.
doing it, and then I kind of just landed the cover guy. That was, you know what I mean? Nigga, make the beat, make the cover. So I'm like, cool, I'll fuck with it because I'm good at it, and it just landed. But it was never my intention to be no fucking graphic designer.
Right.
No?
Real
That's
shit.
fell into your lap.
Yeah,
But did you enjoy doing it though?
I fucked with it.
Just because it's like you do something and then you see
The
it
nigga
just
was really,
everywhere.
the nigga's really good at it.
That's the thing.
see it
I like
everywhere.
art, and that's kind of the problem, bro. Like, and again, that kind of goes back to the market and just fucking rap shit. It's like I like art, period. So I kind of landed in that pocket of covers and flyers and all that. But I much rather just design some shit, just period. So
I feel like every artist that not grows up, but when they start to mature a little bit,
yeah,
that's where they get to.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I can do that, but nigga, I want to create art.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I want some shit that's gonna last.
yeah,
forever
and it starts to
type shit.
fuck with you, bro. Because
Right.
as an artist, as an actual artist, and again, me and Jew have this conversation all the time. It's the difference between art and design. So like design, I'm just relaying a message that you're giving me. I'm trying to communicate that to the people. You be like, I need an ice cream shirt. I got to make that make sense for people.
Right.
Art, I could just wake up and be like, damn, I'm about to just create some fly shit. Put my own price on it. You fuck with it, you buy it, boom. That's
Right.
the shit Detour be doing. And we
Right.
see what Detour be doing. Like, I always kind of, I'd rather that side of things, but I just landed in the other pocket of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So do you paint and all that?
I can. I haven't in a while, but I can, yeah.
Nigga, start striking up walls
Oh,
and
so
shit.
you do
Nigga, so we
like,
be
how-
like, nigga, Graffiti
where we
did
at
this.
now, like Tetra Lounge, you can come here and do your shit.
Like that shit behind you, I can do that real
Who
quick.
we got behind me?
Like Ice
Oh,
Cube.
Cube.
Yeah.
We got Cube behind me.
That's how all the shit started, like just drawing on shit. Hence my name.
Speaking of Cube, so I was watching Drink Champs the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and who was on there? Tony Yayo was on there, right? Tony Yayo was on there, right? Turn this way until I can. Tony Yayo was on there, right?
Yeah.
And he said, so him and DJ was it FNN?
Yeah.
They kind of got in a little heated argument because FNN was like, Ice Cube is a better storyteller than Biggie. It was a heated. Even Cube had to come back later and like he was like, man, I'm not tripping if that's what you
Storytelling?
think. Storytelling. Because like think it's, you know, storytelling and rapping is a little bit different. You know what I mean? You
can't
can
really
rap
say
about-
better. That's a weird comparison.
That is a hella weird comparison.
It is because I don't know how it even came up, but Yayo was like, if it came to whatever, he was like, I'm taking.
Cube.
No. Yayo said I'm taking Biggie.
Yeah.
Biggie is the best
I
storyteller.
did see that. He got all mad at
Biggie
him.
is the best. Yeah. He was like, Cube over Biggie? Like, his facial expressions is what made Cube
That's
probably
why,
a comment.
that's why I hate that type shit.
Why?
And I wanted to talk to y'all niggas about that type of shit. List and comparisons and all that type of shit. I hate
This is
that
one
type of
person's
shit.
opinion.
Yeah, for one, it's an opinion. Cool.
Yeah.
It's fun or whatever when you go back and forth. But some of this shit just be so weird to compare.
Right.
Like Cube and Biggie. Nigga,
That's a
what?
weird comparison.
You know what I'm saying? Cube and Scarface, I'll get that.
Yeah.
I'll argue that shit. Maybe Big Pun and Biggie. You know
I think
what I mean?
it came. I think the comparison
Big Pun
only
and
came
Biggie.
because they had different opinions on who was the
Yeah.
best storyteller, and
Right.
I don't think Yayo expected FNN to be like Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Being that FNN's home base, and he basically raised in he was really born in LA though.
You gotta figure though, Cube. All
Cube
his shit be a
storyteller.
story.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
a hell of nigga.
That's all he
Today
write.
was a good day. His
Yeah.
fucking. I think that was probably his best song ever that he's made as far
Yeah.
number wise at least.
I
Today
mean,
was a good day. Was a hell of a story, bro.
I might put
10 Crack Commandments.
I mean,
Was a
Big,
hell of
Is that a
story.
story?
Big
That
got
is a
stories.
story.
That's a hell of a story.
That's a hell of a
man.
story.
Yeah, Big got
So,
there's-
so you gonna put 10 Crack Commandments against Today Was a Good Day?
No.
Nah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. And I never said I was doing that. Don't do me. Don't do
I'm
me like
trying
that,
to get
bro.
you, dude.
Nah, dog.
Pick
we
a
not
side,
gonna-
nigga.
I'm not picking that side. I'm not picking that even. I'm not even gonna do that. There'll be some shit be like, nigga, you should do this. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
We're gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, we gonna leave that shit alone. I'm
What
not-
they say on Drink Champs, I'll take a shot.
Yeah, take
Right.
a shot.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
You
not
would
doing
have
that
to,
shit.
man. But yeah, I only brought that up because we just seen Cube
Yeah.
behind me, man. I fuck with Cube, and I also seen something else on Cube just yesterday, last night. I woke up. I went to sleep early. Woke up at like 3 in the morning, so I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm on Twitter,
Yeah.
and they were talking about the top three diss records.
Mm-hmm.
The top three
No
is
Vaseline is on there. I know.
yes. Hold on, no. Cube was tripping because No Vaseline was 3. Hit 'em Up was 1, Ether was 2, and then No Vaseline was 3, I believe. Either way, Cube wasn't number 1. And Cube's argument was like, how? He was like, yeah, Pac did that, but he had help. You know what I mean? He was like, Nas was a good record. He's like, but Nas didn't take out a whole group. He's like, I don't think they had a record after.
No, Vaseline is up there.
Yes,
I wouldn't put it number
nigga.
one, but it's
He
up
said he took out a whole group, though. He took out
Yeah.
4 niggas.
I do have a
Hold-
hot
hold on.
take
He
about
said-
those three songs though.
He said,
what's
I
your
took
opinion?
out 4 niggas
Yeah.
and a manager.
He did. My hot take for Ether though is as an adult now, I would put Super Ugly and Takeover over Ether as overall diss records. Now Ether is more culturally impactful. Like everybody knows the fuck Jay-Z, that beat, all that shit. But that nigga Hov kind of got off on Super. I wouldn't even say Takeover. Super Ugly, he was at that nigga.
He
I
was.
never liked Ether.
For real?
Are you serious?
No.
Like, hold on.
I thought Jay-Z killed that nigga.
Okay,
bro.
still, but hold on. You can still think
That
Jay-Z
nigga
killed him, but
murked
to
that.
not like Ether is different.
Yeah,
like,
I-
you can
I
still
won't
think,
say that's still my shit.
Yeah, nigga, hold on. What didn't you like
I didn't like it.
at all? The beat, the rhyme, the cake,
I'm gonna be
nothing?
100 with y'all. Back when I was younger, I was so West Coast.
He don't
Oh,
like
you
none of
wasn't
that
really
shit.
listening to the East Coast. You didn't even care.
Nigga, I couldn't understand it.
He's like,
Yeah.
Pocket killed both
Okay.
these niggas.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck them niggas, bro.
Yeah, Brother Lynch is harder than all them.
All them
yeah.
niggas.
Okay.
Lynch had killed them niggas.
Yeah.
Nah, but I didn't understand either.
I got it.
Maybe I can go back and listen to it as an adult, but as a kid, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know what he was saying.
Yeah. I got
Yeah,
you.
something from the
I
face,
was-
you know me. Something like what the fuck is you
Yeah.
talking about,
I
bro? Like,
think-
huh?
What year was that? I think I was in jail, honestly, when that came
Ether. Where how the fuck the hook go?
out.
Fuck Jay-Z.
I know it starts out with fuck Jay-Z.
Something
Fuck
about some
Jay-Z.
That
burning
just
slow
sound like
and
Ether. Yeah, no,
all shit.
I fuck with Ether. Like, don't get me wrong on that. I fuck with Ether, but I
Yeah,
went
no.
back and listened to Takeover, and I was like, nigga, this shit
That
is
nigga
hard.
Jay-Z was killing it.
Takeover and then Super Ugly before Ether.
When that nigga
like, I was like,
said,
yeah, Hov
when
was
that
getting
nigga
his-
said, I nutted on your baby seat.
yeah.
Yeah, that was so
Nigga.
different.
He was saying some disrespectful shit. So
Nigga.
as far as dissing, I
Nigga,
might lean
I
on Hov.
nutted
But then,
on
you know,
your
niggas started
baby
calling
seat.
dissing people Ether. Like, this
I
is
think
your
it was-
Ether, so I get that part.
I think it was
It's just
the
'cause
beat and
Ether's
just
a
how
good
he was
name.
rhyming.
Ether was
culturally
a good
that
name.
shit was more impactful, but
Yeah.
as a diss record, I'm not gonna put it
Nigga.
as high as most people got it.
I
And then,
nutted
okay, so-
on your baby seat, nigga. That nigga said that. I said, oh, no, he has to fight him.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
even
he has
put
to
out
fight
a,
him.
Yeah, don't even put out a track. You have to fight him at this point. You nutted on my baby seat, nigga. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not, nigga, I'm fighting you
Yeah, nah, that's-
because you said it.
that's fighting
and I don't
words.
know. It could be true. You could have been fucking my baby mama.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just the fact that you
but
said
the
it.
fact that you said it,
That your
nigga,
brain
I'm
went
fighting
there,
you.
nigga. Yeah,
I'm
like,
fighting you,
Yeah,
bro.
You're trying to get me to fight you.
Nigga, and you succeeded at that point. There's a lot of shit people succeed at with me. If that's what you was trying, nigga, you succeeded.
So let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this,
Let's
nigga.
do it.
Where you at? Let's
Hell
just
nah.
meet up, nigga. Like, come on, man. Nigga, that's
Hey.
what you wanted. You got it.
You got it.
Fuck it.
Hey, we about to go to break, man, and we about to get into more of what Graffiti got going on and shit. We gonna talk about. He also do podcasts. I'm pretty sure y'all
Right.
know. Y'all should know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit, I was on his show when the R&B niggas tried to trip with us. The R&B niggas was tripping. They was mad because
Right.
we didn't have a category in the 5280
Wow.
Awards.
That's
Remember that?
Nigga, yes, I remember that. Yeah,
Like, they was
let's talk
gonna
about
fight y'all?
that.
Nigga, they was tripping with us, nigga. For
We're gonna
real.
come back and
We
talk
had to
about y'all
we
getting
came
beat
to
up
the
by
radio
R&B
show for
niggas.
that.
Y'all just
We need to
got
talk
bodied
about
by an
that whole
R&B
little
nigga.
pocket of the 5280 Awards. That shit's
Y'all
fire.
niggas about to get bodied by R&B niggas.
Nigga, they
we
was,
about to.
hey, they was hot, nigga. They was like, nigga, they was tripping.
Hey, we'll be back, man.
We'll be back, man.
Bobby's
It's,
World.
Bobby's World. We're here with Graffiti, man. Life is dope.
Perfect situation, perfect timing. Perfect situation, let me chime in. I think I know what you want, girl, I know what you want. But I need something classy, something nasty. Fuck your past, babe, that's the old you. Don't gotta ask me, don't gotta brag, see. When people ask, scream, tell them that's you. I need something classy, in the streets, in the sheets, something nasty. Can't compete, fuck your past if you ask me. Fuck your past if you ask me. I love it, she's creative, it's contagious. To be famous keeps me focused. I be craving, she be craving, misbehaving, sneaky moments. Ain't no faking, we be caking. I love our situation. I need that type of patience, motivation. Perfect situation, made my mind up. Can be your demonstration when you find love. Know you need that confirmation. Need that love like it's a payment. Need that confirmation. Need that love like it's a payment. Bet I got it. Don't got it.
When they draw the line, we cross it. Bobby's World Podcast Network.
And we back. Bobby's World. Hey, man, I was going to talk about y'all about to get beat up by R&B niggas.
Not beat up, but
Not y'all.
definitely wasn't gonna get beat up, nigga.
Not beat up and not y'all, nigga. Hold
Hey,
on.
nah, just because, like, you know, they always consider the 5280 Awards and Club Dream. They called us the gangbanger promoters because
Damn.
you know
Well,
all
y'all-
of us
y'all was
had
gangbangers.
a gangbang background.
I mean, I can see how they could draw that conclusion.
Right.
yeah, we all had a gangbang background.
2 and 2.
so
Yeah.
We got into this shit just like shit. Let's do it type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they brought me on the 5280 Awards. I came on probably the second year, maybe third year. You know what I mean? But they had already been doing it. Shout out my nigga Baby Dip. Shout out all that 16 Entertainment by 1600. You feel what I'm saying? But we came into that late, so we was doing the awards, and we didn't have an R&B category at that time. And they was I can't remember who the artist was.
You don't just
I
want to say
remember.
it. Say it.
Was
Say
it Andre
Who was
Fabre?
it?
I remember 100%.
I want to say yes.
Who was
Tell
it?
me,
Now that you brought that up, I remember that whole time period. So I'm
was it?
going to take it back real quick.
because we went on
before I
his
even
show to
get
clear
that.
shit up.
So back then I had a radio show, my guy Big Mike Smooth.
Shout out my nigga Big Mike.
It's called Your Favorite Show. It's an actual radio show.
It was. It was on the points by the points.
Yeah, I had got nominated for Best Graphic Designer. I remember this shit clearly because it spiraled into so many different situations that I did not fucking expect. You know what I mean? Shouts to my nigga Dip. Me and Dip
Yeah,
was
shout
good,
out
good.
baby Dip,
But
man.
at the time, niggas was tripping. So I remember this. All right, this came after, but first the R&B shit. Everybody was coming on our show just to talk about shit that was happening in the city, basically. So
Yeah.
the awards was coming up. They put out nominations. There was no R&B category.
Here, hit this
All
while
the-
you saying that so that we know. We know it's real.
Only because it's these niggas.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got to
got
make sure the
Graffiti on
story's
the show, smoking.
accurate.
Yeah.
So you got to get the
Yeah, gotta open up my
that's
shit.
what it is. Open that up.
Yeah, so the R&B artist was on Facebook or whatever we was using at the time, tripping.
I don't know, but yeah, it was a while
What was
ago.
his name?
It was my guy Fabre, Andre Fabre, the whole whatever that squad was at the time. I think it was like Night Crew.
He had A Fox, I believe.
Fox. My cousin Fox.
Yeah.
Anybody that sung at the time.
That's my
Yeah,
guy.
basically.
I
Any-
like Fox.
yeah,
man.
that's my actual
guy,
family. Anybody that sang at the time was like, hold up, why y'all niggas ain't got no R&B category? Understandable.
bro. Right.
You know, so they was kind of venting their frustrations. I'm like, fuck it. If you got a problem with the R&B shit, come on our show. Let niggas know you got a problem. Everybody had a fucking problem. So these niggas caught wind. They was promoting it. They was the ones that put the categories together. I had them come on the show.
Right.
Now this is the shit that's funny because I remember this shit blatantly, nigga.
I believe we was actually on the show arguing.
Bro, these
believe we
niggas
was
came to the
arguing
show,
on
bro.
the show.
They was arguing with the R&B niggas.
They pulled up to the show like it was a problem.
Hey,
I'm like, cool, you know, these
Because they was
niggas,
very aggressive, though.
hey, man.
Yeah.
If I was a singer, nigga, I'd have just start singing at you niggas.
bro. But so the problem was, everybody
What you
pulled
niggas
up,
want from me, nigga?
start singing, dancing on these
Niggas
niggas.
start what?
What
You
the
don't have
handles
this
you
category, nigga. What?
Y'all
Get him
like,
from
yeah,
left
I
side,
can't fuck with
Fox.
that. But these niggas pulled up to the studio, bro. No lie, they pulled up like it was like smoke for real.
Yeah, because that's how we feel.
So yeah,
That's how
so-
we felt.
so Bob,
we felt,
Dip,
nigga.
gang of niggas, some big ass niggas. I'm like, oh shit. I felt like Charlamagne when Birdman and them pulled up. So what I didn't expect is like Dip was tripping with me, cause I was kind of agreeing with the R&B
The R&B,
niggas.
why it wasn't the category.
I was like, well,
See,
shit, if
hold
we're
on,
gonna
that's-
have graphic designers and all that shit, like niggas sing in the
Right.
city too.
Yeah.
So I remember Dip pulled up and was like, bro, is it gonna be a problem? I'm like, nigga, we doing a radio show. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I ain't know we was on this type of energy.
Right.
So the whole time this shit was like tense, nigga.
It
So
was.
and you
It
know
was
me,
crazy,
like
bro.
I say how I feel, bro. It was
Yeah.
no disrespect intended.
Hey,
Right.
and then he
I
had-
was just
then he
like,
had
I
Big
feel
Mike.
like y'all niggas is wrong.
Then he had Big Mike, so it's like these niggas was way reckless.
Yeah.
back
So
then, nigga.
it looked like, you know what I'm saying, Mike was gonna be with the shit. It's like
Right.
that
Yeah.
nigga's not with you
Right.
know what I mean? But it just looked like he was with the shit. So I'm like, damn, all right, I see what we on, but I had to stay on my shit. So I'm
Right.
like, nah, bro, I feel like y'all was wrong with that.
Right.
Now the R&B niggas was on some different type of time. Like they wanted to fight these niggas.
Yeah.
R&B niggas
That's
is-
why we pulled up how we pulled up. Like, the niggas was
Yeah.
aggressive, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
R&B niggas have been violent forever, bro.
Yeah.
Like fuck rappers, nigga. R&B niggas be with the shit.
They do.
They do
Yeah,
be out
so
there.
that whole thing, bro. All right, so we do that show. It's like some weird energy for the rest of the week, and the shit is niggas is tense. Awards come up. I feel like this shit was at what's that hotel in the Bells?
The,
Crown.
The
Crown
Crown Plaza.
Plaza. That shit was there, nigga. So we go in there, and me and Mike is like, bro, I feel like this shit don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nah, it's cool. I fuck with all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, nigga. I think that was just some radio shit.
It was. Nothing happened.
So
Ain't
this is
nothing
the
ever
same
happened
time
after
that Taylor Swift and Kanye shit happened. That's why I remember it so vividly. When the nigga Kanye went on stage,
Yeah,
it was like,
and stop shit up.
So I came in with the mindset like, damn, nigga, we
about to-
already like niggas is talking about this. If I don't win this award, I'm about to just go up there and snatch somebody's
Did you win that
shit.
year? You won that year, huh?
I won the next year. So this
You didn't win that year?
So this
Oh,
I didn't win the
shit.
award. So I'm like, all right, I'm sitting there. Mike's like, don't do that shit. I'm like, I'm gonna do that shit. He's like, bro, everybody's already they gonna fuck you up. Don't do that shit. I'm like, I'm gonna do that shit. I don't know whose award. Somebody was pissed, nigga. But they went up there. I'm like, hold up. I'm gonna let y'all finish. But I feel like I was the greatest graphic designer in the city this year. Nigga, when I
vaguely
tell you
remember this.
the whole 1600 rushed the stage, nigga, I had to dip out the building. Nigga, I'm laughing in the meantime, like, yo, that shit funny.
Nigga.
These niggas is on my helmet for the next year or so, nigga. And I'm
That
like, well,
shit's
fuck it. And then, you
hilarious.
know, it all smoothed out because your niggas is my homies. But I'm like,
Yeah, hey,
it was tension.
It was a
That
good
shit's
time, though,
hilarious,
nigga, because we
nigga.
came in that studio like, is we really about to fight these niggas? Like, for real? Because we're not looking at it as really no
Right.
gangster shit. But
Yeah.
the
Right.
fact that y'all coming at us kind of like that.
They
it
wasn't
felt
on
like
no.
gotta-
They wasn't on no political put us on the ballot shit. They
yeah,
was like, we
nigga, they
gonna
was
fuck these
really
niggas.
aggressive. And I wish we can kind of hear the episode because I believe we was
Hey.
actually on air
Damn.
arguing.
Yeah, y'all was on air.
I
Arguing.
believe we was on air arguing.
Yeah, the episode didn't last long because y'all was on there beefing.
Yeah.
Niggas like, we gonna go to break and turned y'all the fuck off.
Yeah, I think that's. But I think we all took a picture.
Yep, afterwards.
Yep, we all because I seen the picture
Did you
recently.
make a
Nico was in the
R&B
picture.
category?
We end up making an R&B. Not that year, of course.
I was about to say,
Following year,
all
not
them
that year.
niggas punked y'all.
The following
No, not that
awards,
year, the
all the
following
wrongs
year.
was righted. Nigga. I
Yeah.
got my shit.
Yeah,
Y'all had
we
y'all
supposed to-
category.
but we supposed to.
was
I
that the
mean,
year
why
that
wouldn't
was
it
that the
be?
year that I was banned from there?
Oh, what year was
All
you?
the rappers didn't
You
like
was,
me.
nah, nigga, because you.
And I came anyway.
That sounds likely.
I came anyway.
Actually,
Remember?
that was at Crown when
Yeah.
because Jewel got an
Yeah.
award that year.
Yeah, that was that
800
year.
and Jewel got an award that year.
Yeah. All the Crips was mad at me.
You was
Yeah.
banned?
I wouldn't say banned.
They
He wasn't
were
banned.
saying
It was a black
if I
ball?
showed up, it was an issue.
That was him and other artists. The 5280 awards.
No, not the 5280
Yeah, we didn't
awards.
ban him.
No, the artists. All the
artists.
rappers was mad at me.
Yeah,
bro.
the artists.
I can see why they could draw that
Yeah,
conclusion.
so I showed
Hey,
up.
because this nigga's reckless. He was reckless.
This is when this nigga was just, well, niggas still do, but when the nigga was just punching people.
Yeah, this nigga.
I showed up.
Big tall ass nigga coming through. Like it seemed like we were shorter back then.
Everything seems smaller.
But now that I'm with you every motherfucking week,
Right.
you're not. I'm not. But it
Same
seemed like
side.
you was just towering over niggas. Like, who is this big nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even when we used to go to church together and
Yeah,
shit.
remember.
Nigga, I used to be
Yeah.
like,
I used to always be like, man, I'm glad I fuck with this nigga. Bro, man. I'm glad we friends. Nigga.
nigga had long hair and shit.
Nigga likes hurting people.
I was with it. Them niggas was like, "Don't come." I said, "Oh, I'll be there.
I'll be
Right there." I sat in the front
I'm
row,
gonna
in
definitely
front
come
of the
to where
niggas
I'm
that
not supposed to come.
Right in front of the niggas.
What? I sat in front of the niggas that told me don't come. Like, what? And then I start going up to each rapper that supposedly had beef and shit. Like, hey man, so what? We got issues or what? Oh no,
we
bro,
good,
it's not
nigga. We
even
need to
that.
work.
Yeah, real. That's exactly what it was. I dead ass, bro. I was going up to everybody, every single person.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I knew the niggas who had beef with me. Because they said they had beef with me. So I went and sat next to them because they was like, yo, when we see you, it's on.
what it is, and
yeah.
okay,
So I'm
bet.
like, okay, cool. Well, then I'm going to give y'all what y'all want, nigga. There ain't no sense in me running from nothing.
Hell no. at all.
I'm too big to run, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even walking briskly.
This nigga stomping.
Yeah, nigga, I'm thinking, what? I'm not walking briskly. I'm not doing none of that, nigga. So, yeah, I just went to it. Like, nigga, fuck it. We got issues, nigga. Let's just settle our issue. I've always been that way.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? I was either going to get beat up really bad or I was going to get a few of them niggas. They're going to be like, hey, that
I was gonna
nigga
look.
hits
It was
really
no,
hard.
no gray. I was gonna look good. I
Either
was
way,
gonna
the
look
shit gonna
bad.
get
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
I get
That's
it.
it. But shit, a few of them niggas gonna feel me like that nigga hits hard. That's it.
Right.
That was
So
it.
look, man, you went from radio to podcast,
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like? How was that transitioning for you? Like, what? Name the big differences of? Because I guess we both did. Because
Yeah.
But so from radio to podcast, name the big differences going from radio to podcast.
I feel like it was a no-brainer because at the time I kept trying to explain what podcasting was about to be. Even like when we was doing a radio show and you know everybody was doing online radio and or niggas would just pull up with mics and interview, but there was really never no name for that. I kept trying to tell people because I was big on like Combat Jack and all them niggas that was in podcasting early.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this podcasting shit is just radio without the music. Like, why don't we call this shit podcasting? So for years, I'm trying to explain, like, look, it's about to be blah, blah. But at the time, we didn't have the outlets for the actual platforms to back what I was trying to explain. We was just doing, like, Ustream or whatever the fuck was out at the time. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what was out at the time.
Right. But then niggas got iPhones, and that little podcast button is just built into your shit. So
Yeah,
more
it
people
comes
be like, yo, what is
automatically.
this? Like, nigga, it's a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be the shit. Like, my whole thing was I always wanted to do radio, 107.5, all them type shits out in the city. But I could never get on. I'm like, all right, you know, these niggas that's been on air is gonna be on air till they die. That's how radio works. You know what I mean? Like they're
niggas
not.
is grandfather.
You know what I'm saying? That's how radio works, and especially in Denver, I'm like,
Niggas is 83 years old.
for real, for real, and that's how you get your stripes in radio. You know what I mean? Like
for
I ain't
real.
gonna knock it, but radio hosts be on them motherfuckers for 102 years. So
They
it's
be
like-
on there forever.
Yeah,
So
and
what
then
would you pick? Radio? Would you pick radio or podcast?
podcast easily, but I still really fuck with radio. I'd also be a fool to not say radio because stay tuned. I got some shit in the works.
Oh, see,
yeah.
look, he always got some shit going on, man.
So I'm not about
And
to
he
play
pop
myself
out.
like that,
Yeah.
but I think
He likes both.
they're both necessary for different reasons. Radio, local broadcasting, like somebody's always just gonna turn on the fucking dial.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be there for forever. It is kind of dying as far as the way people consume stream all day. We on phones.
Yeah.
We listen to that. But there's always gonna be those people that just get in the car or hop on the bus, or you walk in 7-Eleven and they just need to play something.
That is what they do.
Radio's there for that. Radio's there for advertising, making money. So radio, in that sense, is not going anywhere. But the median of how we listen to radio is podcasting, basically. You know what I mean? We're going to stream, we're going to open Spotify, we're going to do all that. And I think podcasting kind of levels the playing field for everybody. Y'all can just pull up, do this right now, put
anywhere.
that shit out. Radio got FCC regulations. You can't say certain shit. You can't talk to certain people. So both are necessary, but if I'm picking one off top, it's podcasting for sure.
Give them the name of your podcast. I mean, if they don't know, but give them the name of your podcast.
So now it's me, The Connect with Graffiti. Still listen to Life is Dope and run them numbers up because we still got advertisements running on them motherfuckers.
Right.
But yeah, everybody knows, or most of y'all know, Life is Dope. Me and my dog Davey Boy. We did that for quite a few years, man.
So is that so? Hold.
Yeah.
Now the beat shit is coming. How long you and Davey Boy been knowing each other?
Oh,
how many beat battles Davey Boy done won, man?
all of them shits.
Damn near.
Niggas dope.
That nigga damn near won all of them for real.
Moving around.
Nigga.
He's moving around. So we're still linked up close. That's my dog.
He still doing music, or?
Yeah, he still produces.
Nice.
He produces for he got a lot of hidden credits, let's say that, and still making his own music, Ab Emmy, all that. So y'all check out Davey Boy, he's still out there. But yeah, me and bro did Life is Dope.
Y'all had some good guests on there.
We did that
too.
shit for about 4.5 years. People don't realize. We did that shit 4.5 years. Started out, came out the gate. I was like, I kind of seen the vision. I was like, bro, this is podcasting. We cool. Like people seen us on Twitter and Facebook and shit. We had a cool little buzz going at the time. I'm like, just bring this shit that we do here over here. I was reluctant at first. I'll tell the story all the time. He was the one that actually said, let's do a podcast. Because I was coming off the tail of me and Mike doing it. And I was just like, man, like, I'm not really trying to do this shit like that. Where we recording 2-3 niggas every Sunday. Y'all know the process.
Yeah.
And at the time, Dave was really, I seen his trajectory with music. I'm like, bro, you gonna tap out, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me think about this shit.
Right.
After a while, I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. We did it. Shit, Kenji was there. Shouts to Kenji. Started out at Mega Fun.
Kenji been a part of some legendary shit.
Kenji
Yeah,
be
man.
everywhere.
That nigga be everywhere.
This nigga be everywhere.
It's like I bring on a host, I bring on a guest, not even knowing they have a hell of a relationship with this nigga Kenji.
Yeah, Kenji was working our cameras.
Yeah.
5280 was working the sound, and then my dog Julius, who I still work with, he came
I didn't
in.
even know this nigga did the episode when I was on your show.
Yep. Yeah, nigga, this nigga was like guest number 2 or some shit.
On the podcast?
Oh, Life is Dope. Yeah, first one was Priest, next one was Foe, and I did that on purpose because I'm like, let's get, Priest was bubbling at the time. He was about to drop his album. I'm like, Foe fights niggas, and he'll say some shit that's gonna get us viral. So let's bring that nigga on, and it just took a life of its own. But with that, the whole goal for me at least was let's beat them niggas. Yeah, let's beat them niggas that get the names. You know what I mean? Like we started with kind of the names in the city.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I grabbed my fucking phone, my contact. Who have I done a flyer for before day manager or some shit? All right, David Banner, Kid Capri. Like, let's beat them niggas because I didn't really see nobody at the time really interviewing niggas like for real. They'll be like pull up after a concert or some shit.
Right.
But I'm like, let's do that. And that comes from watching Combat Jack and Howard Stern and all that shit. I'm like, let's beat them niggas. That shit takes off. COVID hits. We take a little break. Little break turned into it. Nigga, we ain't doing this shit no more.
Right.
But we still had so many episodes stashed. We was just dropping, so nobody really realized that we wasn't doing it no more. And then we kind of transitioned into the events and the merch and all that. And so that kept the brand in people's face. So to this day, I got to clarify, like, my new show isn't Life is Dope. It's me. It's The Connect. It's me and my journalist bag talking to fucking
You been having
city leaders
politicians on there and some shit.
right.
I feel like
Yeah. So
That's
like
good.
with that, I just wanted to try something different, man. Like I said, COVID hit, and so I just hopped on Zoom and bought all the podcasts and shit at the crib, and was like, damn, everybody be like, nigga, you could do this journalist shit. I never looked at myself like that, but I was like, let me just try it.
oh,
for
you
real.
do good for real, for
Appreciate
sure,
that,
for
bro.
sure.
So
you
I
do
just
real good.
hit up. I started the season with Candy Sitabaka, the city district leader, on purpose.
She won, didn't she?
Yeah.
She won.
So not this year. She won back then.
Okay, yeah.
But I started that on purpose. Like, let me set the tone.
Chantel won this year.
So
Chantel won this year, right?
I had Chantel too.
Chantel, yeah.
But I was like, let me set the tone so it's not just rap niggas and shit hitting me like, free to let me get on the show. So I was like, all right, politicians, entrepreneur, rich nigga, blah, blah. And it kind of just took legs. And now that shit is booming pretty well, man. I'm doing pretty well as far as streams and shit with that. And it's wild, bro, because I was still kind of, and I'm still kind of on the, you know, let me hop on and holler at the big rapper that's in town or some shit. But it's like people really be wanting them gems from just regular conversations.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, somebody hit me like, I listened to that Delroy Gill episode and I had no idea I can invest my money over here and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh shit. So it starts to take on, and then from there, man, it's just become a philanthropist or something.
I remember when I seen it.
Because everybody keep going.
I remember when I seen it, I was like,
Next journey,
I was looking at his guests. I was like, this nigga's on to something. You know what I mean? Like, he's on to something different, and I sensed that like he's on to something different. And they all been dope episodes. I like everything that you do over there for real, man.
So we moving with that. The whole goal with that is, of course, the impact. Just kind of highlight some people out here that don't really speak much, but they make big moves out here. And then I'm just gonna expand kind of outside of Colorado as far as guests, and then syndication. That's really my biggest thing. Get this shit
I seen something, man. You was behind the scenes or some shit. I want to say you was in Cali.
Yeah.
What was that?
So Know the Ledge. It's a
there you go.
hip hop trivia game show. I was out there. My dog Nam, a few different people.
Shout out Nam, man. Nam been. I remember a while ago I did a showcase. It was well, you had to do something to get on to open up for. I think I had Freeway. Who'd I have? I had Freeway.
I feel like I know. I
and
remember
somebody else. We brought somebody. It was like we brought 3 pretty big artists out here at the time, and Nam, like, you had to pay a fee, whatever the case may be. And at the time, he had this one white chick as his manager.
I remember that.
This chick named Jackie. And shit, and that nigga came up, paid his shit, asked what I gotta do, and what. That's why I'm from Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn and there and every case. Yeah, he a real New York nigga for real, man. Hey, Nam is one of them dudes like you wouldn't. The fact that the connects that he has here, and he's not from here, is crazy. And then now to see where he's at right now.
So that's where it got interesting. So he moved to Cali.
Yeah.
So originally he hit me like, man, let's do a game show. I'm like, that shit sounds fire. Let's do it. Boom. I worked at the logo, so the creative side of it. He was kind of working through everything else. You know, we tried a few you know how it goes. We tried some shit out. He's one of those ones that has so many
fucking ideas.
But like 3 years later, he hit me, bro. Like, or I hit him. I was like, bro, what's up with that game show? Because, you know, now I'm kind of more established in this hosting shit.
Yeah.
Boom. He's like, man, let's do it. I just ain't really have time to do it. We tried the shit again here. It's still, we couldn't connect the pieces. He moved to Cali. He hit me. He's like, bro, all you got to do is get here. Like, all that shit we talked about, we good. All you got to do is get to Cali. I'm like, oh, nigga, say no more. I'm there.
Right there.
Yeah, we pull up, shoot a real-ass actual TV pilot. Nigga,
hey,
like,
it looked dope as fuck. I'm like,
walk up, niggas getting makeup done, like, you know what I'm saying, like real-ass TV.
That's what's up.
It's hosted by Tech. Well, the pilot is hosted by Tech Holmes, you know, from Real World and all that shit on MTV. We had Razzcast and Edie Amin from the Outlaws. They was the contestants.
I got a song with Razzcast.
Yeah,
dope as West
cool
Coast
shit,
artists.
man. They cool as shit. The shit was really dope. So right now we just shopping around the pilots because everybody seen me post that shit and they're like, "Yo, when is this dropping?"
Yeah, that's crazy. I was just about to ask.
That was
when
the
does it
intention.
drop?
Like we had to build up a little bit of buzz, but the whole goal was to sell this shit from the jump. Like so right now we just shopping that pilot. So by the time y'all see it, hopefully it's because it landed on a network somewhere.
Oh, that's dope. Because I was seeing this shit. I was like, what is this nigga doing? And then at the time, I didn't know it was Nam either. You know what I mean? I didn't know who it was. I was just like, this nigga done. Because you got different connects. Like the connect, nigga. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I mean? So when I said, I was like, this nigga got something. And then I seen it. It was dope. Like, I don't know if you seen it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it.
Like, you seen the whole
That
shit. I was
look-
like,
that shit
what
look
the
good.
fuck is this nigga
But that
doing?
shit, man, that even goes into all the other shit we're talking about. It's like from the jump when I started doing flyers and all that. I'm just a creative, bro. Like it took me forever to be, you know, I'm a humble ass nigga, so like,
right.
It's just like, damn, nigga, like you good at everything. I'm like, damn, I kind of am, but it's just, it's, you know what I mean? But
I kind
of am, but it's
kind of a big
it's
deal.
all the same shit, really. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Producing beats is just fucking layering vocals and patterns and shit.
Right.
The same shit I
It's
do with
being
art.
artistic.
It's all the same shit. So I'm like, really, I'm a producer in the general sense of a producer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, producing fucking product or creating, whether it's design, whether it's music. So I just like, I'm a producer, multimedia producer, whatever. So I applied that same shit to producing other people's podcasts, the TV show, and I'm like, I got all these fucking ideas, and I can't be the nigga on all the shit. It was never really my intention to be the nigga on all the shit anyway.
Right.
So, all right, this sounds cool. Who would sound good doing that? Oh, this nigga would be great for that. And kind of just piecing it together. So that's kind of more of the stage I'm at right now.
Dope.
So, like, you'll see me, like, with more shows and, like, hosting more things, but I don't really have the intent of being, like, the nigga in all the stuff that I'm behind. So, like, with Know the Ledge, unless you see me post it or you see me promote it, you wouldn't really know until you read the credits and shit.
It's crazy, like he's saying know the ledge, but it's like knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what
the goal.
motherfuckers be like. I was like, nigga, it says knowledge. That's what I said when I first seen it. He's like, man, he's not pronouncing it that way. You feel what I'm saying?
Rakim.
Yeah. Hey, we about to go to break. Hey, what?
You got a song you want to listen to?
It could be anything. It could be national. It
I'm
could be
about to say, what
local,
y'all niggas
whatever.
do when y'all go to break, man? Y'all niggas say go to break. I'm about to start saying that shit.
We just go to break and play a song or something.
Shit, man.
Because
Local,
what we
it could be
do, we kind of
local.
mix. We
Could
mix.
be, you
We
know.
mix radio and podcast together.
Okay, so a song that I want to hear. You like Nas?
Well, my son's name is Nas, so I like my son.
Hold on, what the fuck?
I just thought about it. I went back to that ether shit.
You don't. Hold on. So I thought I've known your son's name.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like kind of like after Nas, because I know you're a hip hop head.
Not me.
So
It wasn't because I wanted him to be. I mean, well, I agreed with it, of course.
said I like
Nas is
That
not a
wasn't-
short name. It's Nas.
Nasir, yeah. His name is Nasir.
Nasir.
It's not. Okay,
That is
so
a fact.
hold on. So
His mom, her favorite rappers is Nasir.
Okay.
It's Nas.
You niggas said I like my son.
she's a real
shit.
hip hop head.
Yeah.
I
was,
know.
you know
That
what?
makes sense why
I'm
y'all was
gonna reel that back though. I only thought about that because I was just listening to Nas on the way here, so that's the first shit that popped in my brain.
Yeah, go ahead. We can do that.
We
got
can do
some new
Nas.
shit,
My
right?
shit right now is Ramon, my guy Ramon PC. He from here, but he just moved to Arizona. His shit is called Smart Guy.
Bobby's World Podcast Network.
Okay, can I stop you there?
They're mad, and we can see why.
When I was young, I felt like TJ Henderson, super intelligent, but what they don't tell you is a lot of people have a hard time being smart. Why? They make you out to be different when you a smart guy. It wasn't cool to be smart. My pops used to tell me it ain't smart to try to be cool. Trying to fit in with a crowd to be a part of the crew. And as you get a little older, that gets harder to do. But back in high school with an IQ, you know how it go. Baddies wasn't checking for the dudes that be on honor roll. Little did they know the nerds could be the upper echelon. Turn into a leprechaun and lead them to a pot of gold. But thinking back, that didn't feel like a fact. Especially around a culture that would treat you like you whack. Especially when you act a little different from the pack. And to keep it real, especially when you black.
We back to Bobby's World. See, we're talking graffiti. On the break, we just talking about how R&B niggas be whooping on niggas.
They do. They whoop on niggas and bitches though. They hands is bisexual.
Damn.
Yeah, they whoop on niggas
It's
and
like
bitches.
they music appeal. Anybody can get
It's
it.
for anybody.
Yeah.
For real, bisexual. Wow. Hey man, so look, you're married.
Hella. Yeah.
You married. Been married how long?
Shit, 11 years?
11 years. How long y'all been together?
13.
Damn.
How's
that's dope.
so? I mean, you're that guy around town, so you be having a lot of shit going on. How does that affect your
Say it,
married
nigga.
life?
Get to the shit where the hoes at.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm like in your life though, because
Yeah.
really niggas, I'm outside.
Yeah.
I don't never hear graffiti's name, not in that aspect, which is
Yeah.
great. I'm not saying it is great.
Right.
So how are you able to, what is it? Dissect maybe?
Yeah, I know-
separate the two.
I know what you're saying.
Separate the two.
Everybody always wonders that.
What the
If you
fuck
really
does
think
graffiti
about it,
do?
bro, I don't be outside. Like,
You don't, but
unless
right.
unless
it's
I'm
still an event.
getting paid for an event, if I'm
Yeah.
hosting, if I'm throwing the shit, I'll be there. If somebody's doing something that I really fuck with, I'll be there. But like, I've never really been the type of nigga to just move around like that. Like, I've been at the club, but I was never really the club nigga. Like, the whole environment was
Right,
just
right.
fucking weird to me.
Right.
Like, nobody in here is authentic. And shit's weird. It's,
Right.
It's high school.
Yeah.
So I've never really been the dude to be out, or if I know that it's a specific circle out there, I always intentionally try to stay outside of that, and that's on purpose just to keep my exclusivity up. Like,
Where you from?
I'm from Montbello, nigga. Come on, man.
I just had to let
me
them
that
say,
question.
I already know where you from. I just had to ask.
I'm surprised I ain't said that yet.
It was for the people, man.
Yeah. But
So born and raised, grew up in Montbello, all the way Colorado, Denver nigga.
and then that factors into it too, bro. Like I was always the little nigga in Montbello around with the big niggas that I shouldn't have been around with.
Right.
Every time niggas was out, something tragic happened. So I'm like, man, when I get to that age, I'm chilling, bro. Y'all chilling. Aside from, you know, that type of shit too, I know with exclusivity, nigga, that runs my bag up. People will be willing to pay me to host some shit because they know they not about to just see me at every club every Friday.
Right,
Wednesday,
right.
Friday, Saturday. So I really don't be out. So with that said, to answer your question, man, like, the hoes be out. we know how they move.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's
especially with like somebody that has a name.
Yeah.
If you have any kind of name for yourself, or
Yeah.
they know that you're doing anything,
Yeah.
they come. And I
try
know
to
because
get you.
my guy, we talk about, he just got to hurry up and get married so we can stop talking about it. But I know with him, he's been getting a lot. I ain't even, because we don't even have those conversations no more.
Yeah.
I've been respecting my niggas' relationship because we used to have some conversations. I've been respecting my niggas' relationship. You know what I mean? So
I think the
I know it's
difference,
still
though,
been
bro,
coming his way as well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm not
it's-
married no more.
It's a few different things, though. I mean, for one, like I actually like my wife.
Yeah,
it really,
bro.
like that blows niggas'
That
mind.
fucking
but
has to.
It's
That's,
like,
Regardless
yeah,
of how long we've been
necessity.
together, I
like
love
this
my
woman.
That's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
necessity.
Like, yeah, of course, there's love, but you gotta like a
You
person.
have to
And
like
you don't
them.
have no boys, do you? Do you have a little boy?
Kids, nigga. I got
You
all
got
the
all
kids.
girls.
Nigga. No, I got my son. My oldest son is about to turn 16.
Oh, okay, see, I
and
just
then
see
my
the little girls.
and then my son is my youngest son is 6, and then I got 2 girls. But is there's that? Like, I actually like my wife. Like, as a friend, you don't want to
Yeah.
disrespect your friend.
Right.
Yeah,
That's,
hell yeah.
That's the main premise.
have
And
to
then
like 'em.
everybody knows I'm married. So
Yeah.
even if I was trying to be on some low shit, I
They
can't
don't
be low,
care.
nigga.
Hey.
Everybody knows me. Everybody know I got a wife. Somebody gonna take a picture, send that shit.
These
Right.
chicks don't care. They gonna do whatever.
And I was gonna say that
they
just
gonna do
because you're
whatever
single,
it takes.
it's more of a magnet when you got this damn ring on. They
Yes.
don't give a fuck. And so then there's that. It's just knowing,
Right.
like, if you moving like that, what the fuck I'm gonna do with you anyway?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you see this ring and now you flocking to me. So keep the shit over there. But you know,
So really, you have integrity.
that's all it really. That's a long way of saying I'm have integrity.
You have integrity and you love your wife.
That's all
Like,
it is.
You
bro.
respect your
It's-
wife.
It's not difficult.
It's not Chris Rock. I think I love my
Right,
wife. I
yeah.
love my wife.
Yeah,
And
you
so
love
it's-
them and
it's
you,
not
and you actually
difficult.
like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you like them, and you don't want to do anything that will make them feel a certain type of way.
Exactly. And we've been
You know what I'm
together
saying?
for so long, man. So it's like,
Yeah, 13 years.
it's like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like,
Right.
all right, cool, you throwing something at the club, enjoy yourself, whatever. But
So
what the fuck I'm
actually,
really gonna
you
do?
said 13
Versus
years.
13 years.
That
Right.
was in the height of your shit when you was really, really
Yes.
busy and you was really, really
Right.
working. For
Right.
real, for real. If you think about it, we 2013 or 23.
We had that
13 years is
Me and my wife had that
2010.
conversation all the time.
They
I'd be like,
scooped each other in the prime
Yeah.
time.
I always tell her that though.
How
I'm
was
like,
she
you
able-
know,
so-
you bagged me when I was,
When I was that nigga.
you know what I mean?
When I was that nigga.
I could have been out. Hey, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm
When I
just
was
letting
that
you
nigga.
know I could be moving different.
I am a prize. Definitely. Definitely.
You
she
are the
did.
prize, black man.
Yeah.
Hey, it is
Definitely
you.
got you when you was that nigga. Like, even
Like-
though you was behind the scenes because you do flyers, but
But even at that time,
nigga.
I was a little bit more active as far as like
You doing the radio?
I had the radio show,
The radio,
so
yeah.
we was actively at Twisted Olive. Shouts to Twisted Olive.
oh shit, this
Yeah.
nigga
We
bringing
got our
it back.
night there, and that's kind of when
Yeah.
I started to dabble in the promotions.
Yeah.
I always been around Kevin, Francois, and all them niggas.
Yeah.
So them niggas always kind of, I'm their flyer guy. They be like, yo, bro, you want to do a Thursday or some shit?
Right.
So I was always in the mix of promoters without really being a promoter. So
you
even
was
with
always-
Diallo,
Yeah.
everybody, man, Yosef and them niggas, I was everybody's flyer guy.
Yeah.
So
Right.
whenever I just
You
wanted to do a
was.
birthday
TK, shout out
party
my
or
cousin
some
TK.
shit. Yeah, TK.
Yeah.
So whenever I want to do a birthday party or some shit, like it was, them niggas was like, hell yeah, do it here because everybody knows Graffiti.
Yeah.
Right. So that just turned into me doing events. Anybody that really know me, shouts to 5280, that nigga know. I just been the nigga like,
5,280 feet.
yeah, I always been the nigga like pull up to my house and then my shit just turned into a big ass party at the crib. So I always try to recreate that feeling
Right.
at events. And so still be doing big ass events on the
So
low.
my first radio show was with 5280. We had Talk of the Town.
Yep.
We was
Okay.
fucking around with Boozilla, and boy, that was our first episode. Was crazy.
Yeah.
I had a nigga on the show, Cabby, Just to be all the way. Well, I had Cabby on the show, and we was doing call-ins at the time. A nigga call in, like, hey, man, how y'all got somebody on the show, and he is snitch and da-da-da-da.
I remember that.
Hey, look, though, this wasn't planned or nothing, bro. We just answered the phone.
Who'd you have on the show?
We had Cabby on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
And people's saying,
Niggas went crazy on that.
Hey, I was like, hold on. But
they call it right now. They
Right,
the mere mention.
Hold on, nigga, you talking about Cabby, nigga.
Hey, so nigga, we got that call like, nigga, this was me and 5280's like, nigga, we had to run with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And we let him talk and shit. He kept it games. He was like, man, okay, I'm a tattletale, whatever the case may be. You know exactly where I'm at because I'm on this radio show.
Yeah,
Clearly,
okay.
Pull up, plain as day.
He was snitching?
I know the whole situation.
So yes or
and
no?
He didn't verbally
Did he
get on
say
the
he was?
stand. No, he didn't. So listen, why I gotta talk about this, bro?
Well, because he was on your radio
I
show.
done got into
See,
so
I'm
many.
leaning back. I'm like, shit.
I done got into so
Cabby
many
shit,
altercations over this. So look,
Let's just go based off just the radio show.
okay, so look,
Just off the radio
nobody
show.
provided real paperwork saying that he was telling.
So everybody was just saying.
I think he agreed to, and that's what they. But it never got to the point where he had to tell.
Okay. Huh, all right. Well,
So he didn't like in the statement. It's no statement saying that he was like, this nigga did this, he did this, and he did that. None of that. He didn't do none of that. But how it comes across is like from the paperwork that they're showing, that everybody's showing, is he agreed to tell, but it never got to the telling point.
and street shit is way different than.
It's hard. That's why we don't need to talk about it. We got a fucking politician on our show right now.
Yeah, I
man.
see, nigga. I'm
This
leaning
nigga-
back.
This
Nah,
nigga
that
could
nigga's
damn near
like, shit,
be.
I don't know nothing
Shit ain't about to
them
fuck up my campaign
That nigga
trail in
said
This nigga could damn near.
2026.
Yeah, see, look, this nigga could damn near be a fucking politician, man. We
This
ain't
nigga said
worried
a
about
cabbie.
that.
Are you
That's
talking
a
about?
cabbie,
You
man.
talking about
That's-
Ubers?
Hey,
Do
no,
they still even have taxis?
But nigga, I fuck with my nigga.
Yeah.
I still fuck with my nigga to
I
this day. That's my
I
nigga,
just
nigga.
designed that nigga's
Yeah.
billboard last
Yeah,
week.
that's my nigga. Like for real. And he does shit on purpose now. This nigga
Right.
got billboards in the town. He do a billboard
That's
every
what's
year
up.
in the town just to antagonize you niggas. Like, yeah, what
I'm
are you
still
gonna
out here
do?
getting it.
Yeah, and he comes here a lot and posts where he's at. So like, I don't know. And I don't need no.
Let me ask y'all though on
It's
that,
too
on that same breath
politics.
because I just had this conversation with somebody because we was
Politics
talking
is real.
about Gunna, how like he got the #1 song in the summer right now.
Do we? So we finally got a number one
6
song.
9
And
just dropped a new song with Kodak Black.
we just talked about that.
Talked about that.
Yeah, so the conversation was, does that street shit matter outside of the streets to anyone, especially in this era, in this generation?
No.
So we're talking about the new generation, the
just
new
period.
niggas.
Just
The
period.
new generation. No, I hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
The new generation, that shit don't matter.
But I mean, how do you? Yes, the new generation don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because
It
I'm
don't
saying
matter.
because nigga.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Us,
the
I think it
generation.
matters.
It matters.
New niggas, it don't
Yeah,
matter.
okay.
Like I don't think my kids. I don't think it matters to my kids.
Yeah, I honestly,
Maybe it does.
I
They
honestly
probably don't
don't
even
think-
know what he's done. They
what
don't
I'm
give a
saying.
fuck. They don't even know
Yeah.
that. You
I
know what mean?
honestly
They
don't
just
think it
listen to
matters.
Maybe
I don't think it
maybe
matters.
it matters to my kids because they're mine and I raise them a certain way.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I can.
other kids.
The crazy part about it is, considering who I am and what I've been through, you would think my kids would know too. My kids don't know nothing about
So
it,
there's
bro.
that. But that's what I mean.
I kept my kids like that away from that. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
don't none of my kids know about no snitching,
Hey.
no none of that shit,
I
bro.
think-
Like, I kept them away from that on purpose.
I think all kids still gonna know about snitching, no matter what.
I don't.
You ain't got to
a
teach
certain
In essence,
magnitude-
they know
to a
we
certain
shouldn't
magnitude.
have-
Yeah, in
Yeah,
a
you
sense,
don't have to
not
teach
all the
them.
way to
'Cause
our
when we-
sense.
when we
But
are-
that was my original
Exactly,
question though.
when we
Like
tell- when
the
they're
street
kids-
shit, I think street shit only matters
to street niggas.
niggas.
Street niggas.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
and street niggas don't affect the margins of
At all.
media, music, or
Bro,
anything.
boy.
So when
At
niggas
all.
is like, damn, how y'all let a snitch get the #1 hit on the radio because the niggas that buy music are not in the street.
They don't
give a
care.
fuck.
They're
They want a
13-year-old white girls.
They
You know what I
want-
mean?
yeah.
They don't give a fuck who snitched on
None of that
nobody.
shit.
Does the song sound good?
They
So,
don't care.
Yeah, I don't. And
They don't care about none of that shit.
It's only street niggas that get mad and niggas on the internet.
And they get emotional.
And
Hey,
niggas on the internet is
'cause-
fake street niggas.
Yeah.
That's why I was sitting here saying, like, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to say this shit. You
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
the question. I'm like, damn.
But
why do I
there
even have to
is,
get
based
into
on
it?
I
our
just asked 'cause he was
backgrounds,
on the show. That's why
Yeah.
I asked. You said he was on the show. So
But
you
that's
said
just
that's
called
somebody called Nas. Hey,
generational,
That
environmental.
shit,
We,
right. But
we
I
from
would have never
certain
known,
shit, you know
though.
what I mean?
Like, I didn't even know he was even listening at the time. You know what I mean? For the fact that he'd be listening and call in, like, nigga,
That is
what-
one
what
thing
you
I'll
doing?
always give radio over podcast.
Yeah,
It's
that
live,
call in.
it's live interaction.
Yeah,
I'll do that
it's
shit.
different. That
all
live
the time.
interaction is crazy.
I love that shit.
That's when you really got to be
Yeah.
impromptu.
Like ready.
Yeah,
For niggas to say anything.
you got to be on your shit.
Yeah.
You got to be on your shit.
Fuck it, nigga. Say it.
Yeah, nigga. I mean, that's what we set ourselves up for.
Yeah.
You doing the call in, you set yourself up for that shit.
So with y'all's podcast, not to turn into the interview y'all niggas with. Fuck it.
Yeah, we can call
So
in.
no. As far as just what y'all say, what y'all do, how you maneuver.
We're professionally
I know both of
unprofessional.
you niggas. Okay, I was about to say I know both of you niggas, but I know that you know to tone it down.
Yeah, at some point. I mean, we actually had to tone it down on Eric Harris
And there's also
episode.
certain episodes that we have where we have guests that say certain shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
We don't do that.
we ain't gonna do that, man. Like,
So do
That's
y'all,
why we pre-record though.
Yeah. Do y'all feel like that?
Do you pre-record too as well?
Hella. I
Yeah.
have to. I have to.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like that like jeopardizes the? You know, I know some people that do podcasts and say, "Man, boy, fuck that. This is why I do it, so I can say what I want to say." Yada yada yada.
We do that. For
And
that,
then
for
people
sure.
kind of criticize, like even how just now when y'all started talking that shit. Before,
Right.
like, yeah, I'm on my bellow, nigga. I know, but
Right.
I gotta fall back because I know, like, oh shit.
how it is with us. So I really hate when guests come on here and be like, "You can't ask this question." You
Oh
can't
yeah,
ask
I'll
it."
never do that.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I want you to come. That's why we pick where we're at right now. We're at Tetra Lounge, if y'all ain't know.
Yeah.
Going on down here. But that's why we pick areas where y'all can come and just be comfortable, and talk about
You know
anything.
what I'm saying?
If you don't want to talk about it, move around that shit. Like we had Scorp Diesel on here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to he had some shit going on. I'm trying to get in.
Yeah.
That nigga's That nigga was Deion
man,
Sanders.
let's be 100. We not gonna say some dumb shit.
And
That's
there's
what I'm
that.
saying.
Definitely not
There's
gonna
that.
get you a
Like,
case. It might
Yeah.
get you cussed out
It
by
might-
your girl.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you know, remember when Preez was on there, we started asking this nigga about bitches and shit.
And his girl was
His
sitting
girl
right
was
there.
sitting behind him pregnant.
But that shit be pregnant.
Nigga, she's pregnant. She was pregnant.
That should be
Behind it.
entertaining though. But that's why I asked that, because like with me, it's a thing now, especially since I got this title of like journalist.
yours
I'm-
is different.
Like I'm actually a community nigga now.
Right.
I still feel a certain way about certain stuff just because of who I really am. Like I'm still from Montbello.
Right.
I'm still from certain shit. So I had an episode, I won't say who, but I had an episode specifically where a lot of shit being said was making that side of me uncomfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? The non-professional on the mic nigga was like, whoa, bro, like this is turf shit.
Right.
Yeah.
We should turn that down a little bit. But
Right.
then on the other side of me, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, other people don't know this. This is just a compelling story to these niggas. So
Right.
I get that conflict sometimes, bro.
Right.
See, that's the thing that I was gonna ask with you as well, because you're on a different level than what we on. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You kind of you
Yeah,
gonna
Both are
watch it a
both are
little bit.
necessary though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would possibly give a I don't give a fuck episode.
It
but at
wouldn't.
the same
It wouldn't be
time-
on the Connect. I would do that on somebody else's platform. And just given the environment.
Right,
I
right,
know
right.
y'all. I'm
You just
kicking
know
it,
what you
I'm
do.
comfortable.
Yeah.
The Connect people know, like, you know what I'm saying? I got my people sending follow up. Like, that shit is a whole ass production
Right.
because I do have sponsors. I do have certain
All that
shit
shit, yeah.
attached to it. If I invite the next fucking mayor on the episode, they're going to do their due diligence to look at previous episodes.
Correct.
If the last one was some nigga on there talking about
They're
some
not doing
wild
crazy hood
local shit.
I got in a
They're
shootout.
gonna be like, I don't want my
let
name.
30
I don't want
rounds
my name.
off.
Yeah,
shit
I
like
don't want
that.
my name next to that.
Right.
And so
Of course.
that's another thing. Like a lot of people be like, with the music shit, bro. Like I have to turn down so many rappers.
So with that,
I have to.
So with that, how do you balance it out? Because both wins.
Yeah.
Both of them win. You can win either way. Or no.
It depends on the platform.
I believe, you know what?
Yeah.
I believe we're in a world of messy.
We are, and that's the thing, bro. We are, but we're not, because there's two different sides once you see it.
Right.
So like with me, I listen to like Earn Your Leisure and fucking Market Mondays and like all these niggas talking like real shit to help you advance in life. That's my bag. So on the flip, there is the Drink Champs and shit. And even with them, they still know when to. But then you got
Tone
the
it down.
messy shit, which niggas can't even attach their name to when you say I'm a podcaster. Some people just like, oh, you a nigga on the microphone talking about women ain't shit.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
that pocket. That pocket really ain't winning, bro. It's just it's just a lot of it. You know what I mean? And so I have
It's
to.
weird to me.
Yeah.
That pocket's weird.
But I also feel that way about local stuff, and that's where I kind of get shit ruffled with people because I'm like, y'all gotta realize just talking about local shit with local niggas, the certain shit that you're talking about, there's other local niggas. You gotta expand what local means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Local is the governor or shit.
yeah,
Local is the
exactly right.
nigga that runs the you know what I'm saying, the Shake Shack or some shit. There's other local. I think what comes with rap shit specifically, which is why I had to set the tone of like I'm not a rap podcast, is the mentality that comes from the niggas you interviewing.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Some of the
See,
fucking
he be on that.
Yeah.
That's what works great between me and my nigga.
Yeah.
Because he kind of be on that, and he be like, I say it, man. He be like,
yeah.
for what?
Because for one, you got to look at it like this, man. For one, it's free promo for them.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like, you're not necessarily doing me a favor because I'm gonna post it more than you. I'm gonna like
It's part of their
niggas
bio.
is too cool. They can't really share all that.
They're not gonna share.
Yeah, with Life is Dope, one of our biggest issues is we would get a big name rapper or a big name local rapper.
Y'all had athletes on there and everything.
But that's when we had to spend because niggas would come on. We'd be like, oh, so and so from the city is dope. Nigga, share our shit. Like you're on here promoting your new album, whatever.
Right. Share that shit.
And then it wasn't even that good of an episode. Like, because niggas be too, that's just for real. Niggas be too cool to talk. It's like,
I
all
hate
right,
that
bro,
shit, nigga.
I don't know your story. Like, I'm trying to get the story out of you on some journalist shit.
You give me
Yeah,
some whack
yeah,
ass
you know,
shit.
shit be, nigga.
See,
It's like, come on, man.
this is
What
the
we
thing
doing?
with us too. That's why I wanted you on the show. That's because we had already been talking about a month or two. You know what I'm saying? We had already been talking. I was like, I want him on the show because you bring a different light to what we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we have fun. We like to laugh and joke. We be drinking and smoking and all that shit on the show. But it's bigger than that.
Right, and
You feel
that's
what I'm
that's
saying?
kind of what I mean by the mentality, and niggas can take it how they want. There's a certain mentality that comes with rap shit, and I'm a hip hop head, and again I'm still saying that. Like I know you know, bro, because you speak on it a lot. But even when it goes back to the flyers, and the beats, everything about that is just exhausting.
So
because
even
it's
hold on,
it's
real quick,
rap shit. It's the
let's go
market.
back to the flyers. So even
Yeah.
as doing flyers, you turn down some shit because of the person.
Yeah, because it's not even a specific person. It's just there's an entitlement that comes with being a rapper. Like you feel like shit should just happen for you. Like nigga, you're making music. You're providing a service. We don't have to like your shit.
Right. Hell
But
yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? One of the biggest things I stand on and everybody be getting mad about is I don't like the word support. I fucking hate that. I feel like it's a crutch. Niggas say support too much. Shit sounds like charity.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're from the city that I'm from. I'm supposed to like and
It's like
promote
when a
your
motherfucker,
shit.
my birthday, here's my Cash App.
Yeah, like
Fuck it, I'm
support,
posting mine
nigga,
on my
no.
birthday.
Is your shit good?
Just because y'all
or
said
not?
that I'm posting my Cash App on my birthday.
Hey, I'll post my shit too. But is your shit good or not? Like, I shouldn't support just because. What if I morally don't align with the shit you're talking about? Or what if it just doesn't?
We had somebody on the
And
show.
people don't understand that.
They don't get that.
They
And
don't.
so,
They feel like you should support it.
We
period.
had somebody
Yeah.
on the show that feels the same way about he throws events and stuff, and he's like, man, I throw events here, and Denver should just support because
yeah.
I'm
you
throwing
talking about
events.
Eric.
But it's
You know I'm gonna say the name.
but it's a mentality though, and that shit all goes back to a mentality. Like again,
Right.
I do events all the time. Them shits always sell out. I rarely
You do.
see the niggas that
And I want
argue about events because my shit, y'all niggas don't be there. So
Right.
I don't care. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't need you to support it. Like I have a product that's good, and people are going to get it because they like it.
You have been able to hone in on your demographic.
Right, and that's all it is. And
Yeah.
so when I say
But when you
rap
say it's
shit,
not just Montbello, when you say his
Yeah.
demographic, he's talking about Colorado.
Oh, I know.
Because
Yeah.
I know. He's
Yeah.
been able to hone in on his demographic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
therefore, he doesn't have to worry about saying how come people aren't supporting.
Yeah.
Because he's only marketing to his demographic.
Yeah,
You
and
know
when
what I'm
when you
saying?
get in
You're
that
not worried
mindset,
about-
it's kind of hard to care about other shit. And so, like, if I'm talking to y'all, we kicking it, we having a good conversation. I go do an interview or whatever, and there's somebody that's not from here, or they're talking. Their whole mindset is on some other shit.
Right.
And they're talking about some other shit, some shit that the whole world could listen to. Now, if I get local so-and-so artists, we're talking about local shit. Right. And probably talking about the same 5 topics that every other nigga's talking about. And it's hard for me to get anything from that. I'm like, what the fuck did that just do for me? Right. I just promoted your shit for an hour, and you was too cool. It's just, but it's again, it's not a shot at the rappers, the mentality, because they do the same shit.
Right.
Oh, nigga, I needed this shit ASAP, or you don't fuck with this event. And there's this toxic shit, and it's not just Colorado, because I've seen it in other places now that I'm kind of moving around. It's just this.
It's a local mentality.
It's a local.
It's a local mentality.
But it's a certain local.
That sucks.
It's a certain type of local, which is
It is a certain
unfortunately
type of
like
local.
rap shit. Because there's local where there's a local creative community, where I can get with fucking Gamma and fucking Detour and Blake
Right.
and all these niggas that we all like really fuck with each other.
But do you think it's the same way for a brand new artist to come and be like, I don't think a brand new artist can get with you and Detour and Gamma. I don't think that's possible for a younger 21, 22-year-old artist to be like, yo, I'm about to go to Graffiti right now, and he gonna be my mentor, and I'm gonna just hang out with this nigga. He gonna teach me how to do this shit.
I think it's the approach, really, because if you come in on some either IOU or type shit, or you're
Right.
trying to leverage what I have type shit, there's a time and place for that.
Right.
Cool. If I reach out, and this goes back to the podcast, and a lot of people ask me how to get on. I base my show off the story that I want to talk about and who would fit that story to talk to tell it. So if I reach out to somebody and they're on the show and you're like, oh, nigga, I hit you 3 months ago and you still ain't hit me, that goes back to that damn mentality, because it's usually a nigga had an album to promote or something that they was
feel
trying
like
to.
motherfuckers be feeling like they entitled because
Absolutely.
they know you
Absolutely.
and they've done some kind of business with you.
There's a lot of times, I mean, we've had people on the show that we haven't even played the episode. And
Yeah.
shit. I feel like a lot of them be boring because.
Yeah.
Then there's that. This
Yeah,
shit ain't good.
They're boring, it's boring as shit.
But what are we supposed to do? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
like-
we're the bad guy.
Not only are you boring, goddammit, but all you want to do is talk about this fucking music. And it's like,
Yeah.
dog, like, granted, we
Talk
want
about
to talk
something
about
else.
that, but can we talk about anything else? You know what I'm saying? Like,
And from an artist perspective, man, like,
are you a real person?
Have you ever rapped?
oh yeah.
This nigga was a rapper, everything, bro.
I need a verse. I want to hear it.
This nigga was everything, G.
I want to hear it.
And nigga-
You got like songs out and shit too?
I ain't nigga.
Hey, hold on, no, nigga, ain't no nigga.
We should play one of
Hey,
your
hold
songs on
That's
here.
what we need. We gonna play a
Only
song.
like 4 people still got all my music because I don't got that.
Give
shit.
us. Can we
It
get a
gotta be
song?
somewhere.
Because
though.
I hate
it ain't on SoundCloud.
I hated
nothing.
making music, like songs. Like if a nigga was just like graffiti rap real quick, I'm like, all right, I'll spit some shit, and they be like, oh, this nigga can rap. But like when it's like, all right, graffiti, go in and lay your verse, I'm like, this shit corny, y'all niggas weird. It's like I hated doing that type shit.
So you got something? Can we get something?
I can find something.
Yeah.
That shit.
I'm sure it sounds horrible because I ain't rap on a song, nigga, since like, I was like
Classic.
21.
He may not. I don't know. Because
Yeah.
you're so fucking talented. I doubt that it sounds
Hey.
horrible.
I don't know, bro. I was really on the trajectory of like the rap shit.
Yeah,
and I think
doubt
that's
that it sounds horrible.
I fell off the boat on that because of, again, the mentality, bro. Like we don't need it. We don't need to look a certain way for other grown niggas. That's always been my thing.
Right.
I've never tried
feel
to be
you,
the cool
100%.
nigga, and that kind of used to be to my detriment too. It's like, damn, niggas, they know my work, whatever, but I never really stepped out like this is me, who I am.
Right.
And so I would get overlooked for a lot of shit. And then it wasn't until recently where I'm just like, all right, nigga, I host my show. I'm showing you niggas I'm throwing this event,
Right.
I'm taking pictures on the gram and all that stupid shit. Like, I still don't like that shit, but it's like, all right,
I hate that shit.
as soon as I started doing that, it's like, oh, this nigga's community leader, this nigga's a philanthropist, and it started to accelerate me a little bit.
Right.
Versus before, it's just like, all right, yeah, nigga, I'm rapping, I'm gonna do what my nigga is, and
So I gotta ask about 2 people that you work with. One, of course, is Big Mike. You know what I'm saying? And then Crystal. How did you and Crystal's relationship?
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
How do
my,
y'all?
that's my sister, bro. I don't even know, man.
Cause y'all work, y'all do pretty good together, man.
Yeah,
I
shouts
don't know.
out-
That's why I was wondering. Like, I was
the
like,
RM brand
what the hell?
collectively in Denver by nature. I think over the years we just connected because being out and shit, like, you know, clubbing. I think Gallery 22, back when she was one of the owners at Gallery 22, just fucking with her. She's just cool people, so we stayed cool as friends. Like now that's one of my closest homies.
Yeah.
But business-wise, I think with Denver by Nature, she hit me one day like, bro, you should design some shit like Naughty by Nature, called Denver by Nature. I'm like, that shit's fire. Put on the shirt. Let's sell this
Took
shit.
off.
You know what I mean? Like,
That shit took off.
But the
Nigga,
whole time,
I
we
got a
was-
hat that don't nobody. They're sold probably.
Yeah, this
but
nigga
I got a hat, nigga, that don't nobody
This
got,
nigga doesn't
nigga.
have a one-on-one.
Nigga, I pulled
I
up
don't
on
even
my
have
nigga.
that
He was
shit.
like, "Yep, I got one for you." He's like, "There's something wrong with it. I still ain't figured it
Yeah,
out."
the
To
nigga
this
got the
day,
prototype, and I
Yeah,
was like, this shit
I s-
kind of fucked up, but he the only one that got it.
I'm the only one that got it. Nigga.
But with Denver by Nature, it was just like, that shit took off. Like, niggas
did.
really liked that design. And we wasn't even talking about, like, making that the brand for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit supposed to be the Denver brand, and we dropped Denver shit under that. Like, which
Yeah.
is more so what we're doing now. But by year 8, nigga, we like, niggas is still buying fucking Denver by Nature shirts.
Hell yeah.
And then, you know, with the events,
Especially when not 420 when the Rockies play.
Yeah.
What, the opening day.
yeah, so I was gonna say, so we
Yeah.
just started theming them towards, you know, whatever's happening around there, the color scheme and shit. And that's just one of them things. That's one of them passive shits that's gonna forever be around. But the RM brand is me, Chris, and my dog KP collectively, and we do RM Bingo, which is we doing this weekend. RM brunch, and that's just
Y'all had it here. As a matter of fact, at Central Lounge.
yeah. We've had it. We usually have the cookout here. Yeah, and it's just one of them things, bro. It's like we party together anyway. They the two that'll pull up to the crib and just play, or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And we be like, how can we do this outside of the crib? Ain't gotta worry
have a
about the
good time.
bullshit.
Good vibes.
We was
all
like,
that.
nigga, play R&B. Even though we just said R&B niggas is violent. Niggas never trip when you
music-
listening to
Right.
fucking, you know what I'm
'Cause you
saying,
too
Whitney
cool,
Houston
nigga.
or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do
That's because you
brunch.
include them.
Yep, exactly.
That's because they're included. When they're not included is when they trip, Bob. Get that in your mind.
That's
No,
real.
hold on. No. R&B niggas be beating on their bitches and some. Excuse me.
Because they're not
we don't really-
included.
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about outside of being included. They
Yeah,
be
they
domestic
beat on their,
violence.
Yes, because they weren't included in whatever she had
Well, I
going
ain't had
on.
nothing to do with Genuine whooping
Naturally
on.
not included.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with Genuine whooping on his baby mama or nothing like that.
What she
R&B
didn't
niggas
include
is
him in
violent,
that.
Period. Is what he's saying.
Hey
what
man,
this
I'm just trying to
is.
look out for R&B niggas, man.
Nah,
Nah.
but with the
'Cause I wanna
events,
sing.
It's violent.
I want to sing too, bro.
Bruh, I
I
really
can't.
would.
I wish I could sing.
I always say that
Nah,
shit.
I don't even wish because my women problems be even worse if I could sing.
bro.
Yeah, that question
I
I,
would
answered
never
earlier might have been
regularly
different, nigga, if I could sing.
If I could sing, I probably wouldn't regularly talk.
Hell no,
I
you
would
got Mickey
just
D.
sing.
I'm just going
On
up singing
vocals.
on the bitch.
Can I get a Big Mac?
Can I get your number?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
nigga.
but with the event, so the Iron Brand shit. I think the biggest
That
thing,
shit's dope.
man,
I like that shit.
It's some shit that, you know, I be trying to leave something for people to take the shit with them. Just stick to your age. That's
Right.
promotion
How old are you?
wise. I'm 36 now.
Mid 30s.
So that millennial pocket, nigga, like where we still gonna
You hit
respect
it.
old school shit.
You hit it.
Still kind of fuck with some of the new shit. I'm right in there. People is so afraid of that pocket for some reason. You know what I mean?
I don't know
It either goes
because
you
old
know,
school shit is winning right now.
It either goes old niggas still trying to appeal to the youth being the youth, or just shoots forward to the old school player niggas. So we like, yo, what about the 30 plus niggas that kind of just like chilling, nigga? Like I like drinking wine, nigga, but I still
Right.
might want to hear
Nigga.
Hove. You know what I mean? So there,
Yeah.
that little pocket. I'm like,
You
let's
smoke
just,
cigars?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Shit
you
like that.
Say that
We need to hang
because
out,
you
smoke
know
cigars, drink some wine.
absolutely. And so
Fran-
shit like that. It's like you can't go too many places to do that.
Francois and them just opened up the little spot fun.
Yep.
Right.
It's 30 and up.
Yep.
Nigga, they got $5 glasses of wine. Wine usually costs a little bit more.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
more chill. It's
yeah,
exactly what you just said.
I'm gonna be hosting that.
It's a
I guess
Thursday.
10. Yeah.
Oh, so
I don't know when
yeah.
this drops, but I'll be
Yep.
hosting it. But again, that vibe right there, there's a whole community of people that just want to chill. Like we do our shit during the day, so if you get there
Nigga,
by
yeah,
2,
so I can go home.
You
But I
out by
still
7.
be,
You got the rest of whatever you want to
Right.
do. You got work in the morning, go
Right.
home, nigga. You want
You
to go
can
do some
chill.
shit.
See, that's the
after.
thing about this
Yeah.
podcast with us because he's gonna be the nigga like, yeah, let me do that. I say that,
Yeah.
but I do some other shit.
Yeah. But then on the flip of that, so
But
like
it's great.
with the
You
Life
know
is
what I
Dope
mean?
events, me and Dave, we've been doing them shit again. Kenji was we've been doing this shit for years, but we
Kenji the GOAT.
Kenji the GOAT for real.
we intentionally took them pockets of, all right, this nigga's arguing with this nigga over the same niggas being here on Saturdays. This nigga's got Thursday night against these niggas who's the same niggas who's not nowhere
Right.
that don't want to go to neither one of these niggas shits.
Right.
So that's when we locked in with Big Styles at Ophelia's. And
Oh
we-
yeah, because you do the Drake night.
We started doing the thing.
I gotta
nights,
go there
like,
one day.
You have to, bro. Even if
Do
you
y'all
don't,
say y'all only
even
play
if you
Drake
don't
music?
like, even if you don't like Drake, because again,
Just
I'll-
go.
They
on the
cry.
record,
I
everybody
think
knows
I
I'm
went
not
one
the
time and they
biggest.
wouldn't let me in.
It be-
I think y'all was at capacity.
It be
Damn,
packed.
bro.
Yeah, I think y'all was at capacity.
You should
It wasn't
hit
because
me,
of me.
bro.
I was
Look, you was
like,
about to say,
damn,
damn,
bro.
I would have
I
got
ain't
you,
no
boss.
thug, bro.
I would have got you, but
I'm
shit
not
like
no
that.
thug.
Thuggish rappers,
Nah, they was just at capacity,
Yeah.
man. And I
But
didn't
again, like
call
that's
or
not
nothing.
something I brag about. It's just
Right.
to say that while y'all over here bickering about this,
You
nigga,
doing that.
We're selling out every month, and when I say sell out, like they won't let niggas
What made
in.
you do just Drake though? Why? What about a Wayne
It was
night?
a few different things. So
Oh.
we do the 106 and party, which is the 2000s party.
Yeah, I seen
shit
that.
boom.
Yeah, that's dope. I seen
We
your
tried-
outfit. That nigga had the hella huge tee.
We do that shit. We tried a few different things.
But the Drake works better.
Nigga, on the record, we tried the versus shit before versus, and that shit.
Me
boom.
too.
We did Drake versus Kanye, and that shit boom. And so
I
we was
did
like, we
love
need to
it.
do, and then versus drop, whatever. But Styles did a Drake party like prior to us, and the shit was good. He was like, all right, having y'all hosts and who y'all gonna bring, who already comes to affiliates, and who he's gonna bring. Drake just made the most sense because he just appeals to every fucking body.
Right.
Like Ophelia's might have, which they always do, would just be a bunch of white girls for a bridal shower or some shit. There on a Saturday. But it'd be like 20 of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So we like, all right, if we come in and do a Wayne night or some shit, they gonna like, what the fuck is this? And they gonna go home. But everybody, Drake got something for every fucking body.
Right.
And he got so much music, nigga. We on this next one will be number 10. And we still like, we don't never play all his shit. You know what I mean? By the end of the night, KDJ be like, damn, I forgot to play.
Hey, man,
He drop a new album
so
every
many
time.
hits, bro.
And he drops every time.
He's the Rapturian candidate.
But after we did
the rap,
this last one, Drake announced a new
made
album.
up.
So we like, oh nigga, by next Drake night, we got some more Drake music.
Drake album.
And
Drake
that
is so
shit,
good,
man,
he feels made up.
Hey,
That's why I don't like him. And everybody know, because niggas like, don't say that because you call Drake.
you don't like him?
I like his music. I like certain shit. I like the vibe it puts off. But Drake as
Nigga,
a
he's
person,
perfect.
something doesn't feel. It sounds.
Nigga,
it feels so
all of his-
manufactured. Dog.
Listen to his
I hear what you
punchlines.
said.
And that
Even
sounds
the way
like
he raps
lines,
feels
cadence.
manufactured. I
That
feel
sounds
what
like
you
some
saying.
hater shit. But everything
He's perfect.
about Drake
perfect.
is like.
He's
Bro,
light skinned.
let's just think about it. Bro, let's think about this. Let's think about this.
That's why that party was.
Drake was the first rapper, okay, that came in that everybody could be like, that your daughters could date him.
He literally, he visually.
He changed the
relates
fucking
to
visual. He
everybody.
changed, yes,
Dog.
he changed the fucking trajectory.
Because even the white girls
of-
that don't date niggas, but they date a light
Yes,
skin.
and their parents would let them.
Yeah.
Think about it even further though, bro. So like, Drake is mixed.
Yes.
He already got black and white coverage.
Yeah.
Drake is Jewish, bro.
Yep.
He said he got black and white.
Drake
He got
is
the Jewish people covered.
He got the Jewish people covered. He got co-signed by Wayne and them, so he got the niggas.
He got the
covered.
niggas with like the niggas.
The nigga from Toronto. So he got that and everything surrounding
A
as
whole
far
nother-
as world music.
Yes.
He fuck with Jay Prince and them niggas in Houston.
He got Tennessee.
So he got
and
my
then his
ties
daddy's
and
from
all
Tennessee.
these niggas locked in.
Yeah.
He was already on TV doing a kids show. He got the
Nigga.
young demographic.
Nigga.
He appeals to every
you're
fucking
right.
thing.
Every
the
single
nigga's a comedian.
person.
He's the perfect nigga.
And that shit
He
just
can act.
feels
Oh,
weird
no.
to me. I don't know what it is.
And then he puts
You're
out
right.
music.
I feel you 100%.
It's
Then
just
he
something
puts
about
out
that
music.
that doesn't feel authentic.
Then he puts out music, and every line, every punchline is like, damn.
Yeah.
Nigga, damn.
And that sounds like some hater shit. So shout out to
The
Drake.
crazy
I'm
part
not
about
trying to
it is-
sound like a hater, but it's
No,
like, damn, bro,
the crazy part is-
how are you perfect at every fucking
Right, that
He
nigga
can relate to
perfect.
every demographic.
That nigga's
But-
the Rapturian candidate.
I had this argument with the homie the other day. I don't know if he can relate to every demographic.
Who is he not related
What
to?
what demographic came?
I'll take that back. He can relate to every demographic, but there's something that stood out, and this might be the disconnect for me and Drake. I don't think Drake has ever tried to place himself in a space where he's speaking directly to the black community. And what I mean by that is, when you go to any artist that we be
He
like,
never got
oh yeah,
involved
we
in the
really
Black
fuck
Lives
with
Matter
Jay-Z,
movement, none of
really
that
fuck
shit.
with Kendrick. They intentionally attach themselves to the hood,
And he hasn't ever done that.
or the struggles of the hood. Not saying that you got to have the hood mindset, but they attach themselves or they speak on behalf of. I think Drake is
He
literally out of that pocket.
he's never been there.
But
He's
the thing
never
about,
been
no,
there.
The
You
thing
can't talk
about it
about
is,
the
So I'm
no,
not saying it as a
he
knock.
uses other people for that category.
Yeah.
That's why he's with Jay Prince. That's why he always talk about his daddy.
But
being
not
from
even
Tennessee.
that. Not even that. So like when 2020,
But he's talking about like
We
you're
got-
not gonna hear no J. Cole type song from
and
fucking,
that's why it
No.
disconnects with me
Yeah.
because again he's great at what he does, but
So
I
if he
lean
did
more
a song
towards
like that, how
type
would
of
you feel?
shit. It would be inauthentic. So I'd rather he just not do that. But I think that's just personally why it doesn't resonate with me.
As soon as he
might
does
at
that, it's
some
gonna be the
point. 'Cause
greatest song ever.
Ever.
Graffiti's gonna love it.
It's going to change social history and civil rights. Make peace
Everything.
on earth. Nigga.
It's gonna be like Taylor
Everything.
Swift. You know, Taylor Swift boosted the fucking economy with her tour.
Drake gonna make
dope.
that song in war, nigga.
Right.
And that's, I think, I don't know, when I'm hopping in the car and I'm turning on Cole or fucking, like, I'm a deep
Hey.
hip hop head, nigga, so I'm listening to
Yeah,
Crit
you want to
and
hear
fucking
something that's actually
Dead
impactful
Poet Society
sometimes.
and shit like that. I personally want to hear that.
A nigga
So,
can party, but you want to hear something impactful
yeah.
sometimes.
I don't really have one of them go-tos for Drake where I'm like, I need to hear this shit right now.
Nah, you don't have one. But when he does, the war in
But
Ukraine will be
I hope
over.
he doesn't because I'm like, bro, you're not.
He's gonna
You're
end the
not
war in
him.
Ukraine.
Just keep being you. You know
You're
what I
not
mean?
him. So the other person was Big Mike. How's y'all's relationship right now?
Mike's cool, man. Mike's my dog. He's doing bail bonds and shit like
Hey,
that.
I
still.
use Big Mike. I asked him how many times you done bailed me out.
He's still getting niggas out of jail.
Hey, nigga, Big Mike, I gave him money on the head. Just, hey, man, for if something happened.
Might get niggas out of jail, man.
Ask him, nigga.
He just recently lost hella weight, too, so shout out to him.
And he been on his health tip.
Yeah, but I think, man, again, just to clear it, man, like, everybody be thinking I be having issues with
I don't think that you have
hormone
issues
people
with
I
nobody.
work with. Especially with Dave.
Just because
with Life is Dope. Like, everybody be like, well, these niggas broke up for a reason. You know how this shit go.
Yeah.
That's really my dog. Like, we still podcast together. Like, me, Dave, and Danae do the check-in. Like, we still trying to figure that
I
shit
seen
out.
that one.
We figuring that out, but, like, that's still really my dog. It's just sometimes, man, like, my passion and my vision for this media shit, I'm, like, really with this shit.
different.
Like, I do this all day, every day.
That was really, for
for
real, that was part of me wanting him on the show. He gave us some game tonight.
That's up.
I'm
But
on
like,
all that.
when you get like that, it's kind of
And he's younger than us.
it's kind of selfish to drag
That's
people
the
along.
crazy
If they
I'm
ain't
only
really with the
26.
shit. You 26? Well, nigga, I'm 22 then.
Yeah, he's younger than us and still
Yeah.
can give us game though. That's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I appreciate and accept all that.
So
love.
before we go, man, is there any advice you want to give to a young media mogul in the making that's out there?
Because a lot of people was trying to get on this podcast. A lot of people.
I love that and hate it at the same time.
Yeah,
I love it for what it's doing for podcasting in general, for culture, for business with podcasting. But on the flip side of that, just like anything, when you start to oversaturate it with the same shit,
Right.
that's the part I hate. So, like, again, I'm really a podcast fan. I listen to that shit. I listen to different shit, truth, crimes, news, all that shit. What's happening right now in podcasting, some shit Joe Budden was talking about early on, is where everybody can do it. So everybody can
Everybody's
do it.
doing
And
it.
it's like when you set that impression of you open up Facebook, Instagram, you see everybody trying to podcast, you get this in your mind that podcasting is this one thing because that's what you're in your local bubble. Niggas is sitting around talking about the same shit with the same people, not knowing that there's a whole industry. Like, you know,
Right.
my dog Julius run the Plug agency. There's a whole business behind podcasting.
Right.
So what happens is you open up Spotify and now all you see is Joe Rogan, Oprah, Obama. You see these
Joe
big
Rogan
ass
never won.
names.
It's crazy he's never won. I be trying to figure out why he's never won.
Business show. Joe Rogan got like fucking 87,000 episodes, dog. Like, he's
Right.
been doing this shit. But
long
the
time.
big dogs get in, and now they see the business in podcasting. And now it's Spotify podcasts, it's iHeart podcasts, it's fucking.
Remember I
50 Cent
hit
got
you
some shit
about
with
Spotify doing
Lionsgate.
podcasts now?
Yeah, so
Podcast?
they start their distribution companies and their media companies. So before it was just, nigga, you get on Apple Podcasts or you distribute through
Right.
fucking Podbean or some shit. But now all these shits got their own built-in shit. So HBO got a podcast division. ABC got a.
Showtime definitely do.
It's killing us.
Showtime got
It's
the
killing
best
us little guys. And so that's a gift and a curse because a curse is it's super hard to be successful in podcasting from a lucrative standpoint because so much other shit. If you're just another nigga doing interviews talking about nigga shit, there's
It's gonna be
16 other shits in your city like that. But on top of that, no, nigga, Lil Boosie wants to do your same show.
Right.
We're gonna get Lil Boosie. He's gonna bring millions of views.
Right.
So there's that side is fucking up the economy for the little dudes. But us little guys, you gotta hone in on your audience and shit we was talking about earlier. I'm like, all right, these niggas really fuck with positivity and learning and let me just nail in because that's natural for me. I'm just naturally in that world.
Right.
If you just getting in this shit just to do it and like everybody got a podcast, I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be very hard to grow your audience, bro.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then if you're checking numbers, if you're the type to just follow numbers and analytics and all that shit, I would say don't get too lost in that either because for me, the first season of The Connect, I was looking at the analytics. I'm like, nigga, compared to Life is Dope, this shit is trash. Ain't nobody listening to this shit. I'm gonna start interviewing porn stars again. Fuck this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, damn. But then I'll go outside and the nigga be like, hey, bro, I listened to that episode with so-and-so and he was talking about drug addiction. That shit really got me because I'm a recovering. I'm like, oh, shit. So this shit is really doing something.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a little extra impact. And then move on to season 2. I fucked around. I'm getting awards because Graffiti's making a change in the community.
You just got an award.
Yeah, so
I seen that.
I
Just like the other
recently
day, like
got a
literally,
legacy
though.
award,
Yep.
community legacy award, and it kind of just what I was talking about, you know, who I'm talking to in the Connect, kind of just resonates a little different with people. So it's like the numbers might not reflect that, but it's like, damn, community-wise, it's really impactful. And so, you know, moving on to season 2, them numbers start to go up a little bit. Now I'm on like season 3 or 4 or whatever. I don't really call it seasons no more. And like now the shit's booming to the point, you know, Westword is like best talk show host, and I'm looking and these mayoral candidates is hitting me. And because they're like, we're trying to figure out which urban platforms to speak on, and we only got FM, blah, 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 or you know what I'm saying? So I would say stick to your niche, do it for a purpose, don't get caught up on the numbers. You trying to get in and make money, you ain't gonna make no money unless you're a brand yourself, because podcasting is just an extension of your own brand. So if people like you got some merch, you got something to make money, you're not about to make money off podcasting. You're gonna make way less than you will from rap, and we know rap niggas ain't making shit off streams, because podcasts don't even get paid per stream. You know, you can get advertising placements, all that shit, but I wouldn't jump into this shit like everybody's doing it. I'm gonna make some bread, 'cause you're not. But you gotta
a lot of people just get on there just for a way to express themselves,
which is dope too. And
it's it could be therapeutic for some.
It's absolutely, that's the main reason I do it, for the conversation and the therapy factor. And I'm just saying, my biggest takeaways would be, do what you love, be yourself on that shit. Even when we were saying earlier, hold back or whatever. If you're not the nigga to hold back,
don't hold
that's
back.
What your
don't
show is.
Back.
You know, you're not the hold back nigga.
But you also have to understand who you attract with that, and what type of, say you are going for funding, or you are trying to get on radio, or you're trying to do something else, you know what I'm saying, advertise, you got to think about that.
You got to think about that.
Advertisers that potentially you want to be on your thing, you know what I'm saying?
But weigh it out just morally. So I recently just came across a situation, just literally like last week, where it's a funder, they wanted to drop some bread. But one of the stipulations was I have to stop saying nigga. So personally, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I have been personally trying to say that.
We have to remember.
So that's something I had to weigh out.
Nigga, I tried once.
He said it in the sentence just now. Nigga, I tried.
But aside from the actual word and the fact that I kind of do say that a lot, I'm conscious that I do say that a lot. I'm personally trying to stop. Aside from that, I didn't like the approach of
how they came at you.
You have to stop saying this specifically, because that means you're just not culturally aligned with what my show is anyway. So I probably don't want you to be a sponsor. Like if you feel like I need to stop saying nigga, knowing I say nigga a lot, you don't get the culture of who's listening to my show.
Exactly.
So that is where you weigh it out. But then there might be, you know, everybody got a number. If they was like, hey, you gotta stop saying nigga.
Hey,
you know what, brother?
All right, brother.
I thought that was dope that you just said that, because like I do consider you as more of an upper echelon in this podcast shit. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, when I brought you on the show, I felt like we was gonna come get some game. You know what I mean? But for you to be still aligned with niggas, like that,
because
like,
what would I be if I didn't, bro? Like you know what I mean? And that's what I don't
so
like.
That's dope.
And that's what goes back to the Drake conversation and shit. Like you can't appeal to everybody. You can, but then it's like, at what cost? Like, if you really know me and you know I'm really a Montbello nigga, I really be around so-and-so and so in my personal life, it would be trash for me to try to get on here and really
change and be a different nigga.
And I'm still, I'm personally still trying to deal with that, because a lot of people put that on me, especially now since I be kind of in different circles. And, you know, you might see me in a funding event with the mayor, but
I'm still the same nigga.
I'm still me. It's just I'm trying
genuine.
I'm trying to place myself.
R&B nigga, same OG.
Come on, man. So but it gets weird because niggas put that for real. Same OG.
That should be your.
That's how niggas do theme song.
I see what you did there.
Same OG. Graffiti.
But as much as I'm the same, I'm different too, though. Because you have to level up.
Yeah, you
like,
got to.
If I didn't intentionally be like, I'm not going to be in this circle no more, I wouldn't be doing the shit that I'm doing now. So, but I'm trying to deal with the fact that people see me in a certain light.
Right.
Because I'm still just me to me. You know what I mean? Like, so when I move around and people like, oh, nah, nigga, Graffiti's with the mayor. Don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, come on.
That goes back to what I said about the nigga Cabby. You got to adjust the fucking hustle, man. You adjust, and he's doing a fantastic job of adjusting his hustle. You feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to. So you would never have a guest like us on your show?
I absolutely would, bro.
Because we gonna come on there.
I'm gonna say nigga.
I absolutely would.
I'm definitely gonna say nigga.
I'd rather
you can't say nigga. We can.
Oh, so you can't say it. We can say it.
We can say it. You can't say
it. Y'all can say that.
But so real quick, because we about to get up out of here.
Yep.
On your show, so when you come on your show, do you really tell your guests like, hold on, we need to do this, we need to do this?
Never. So again, like, we got editing for a reason. I do state the fact, like, if you say anything that, you know,
we gonna take it out. We say that too.
No, but I'm like, say what you want.
Right.
But if something doesn't quite fit of the alignment of, you know, like either my personal beliefs or this show, like I don't do a lot of editing, to be real, because a lot of times people just know. Like,
They know what it
you
is.
know, but I'm like, if you say some shit, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't, but you might not hear that shit in the episode.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's how I be feeling.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about that
It's
right
either
Oh yeah,
jeopardizing.
he did it a couple of times.
It's either jeopardizing partners or it's just some shit that I personally don't align myself with.
And sometimes I be trying to look out for them.
And that too.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
he
And
does
that
that
too.
a lot. He looks
I'm
out for the
like-
artist a lot.
I'm like,
Because
you may not be
a lot of
thinking
artists
that
is
this
reckless as fuck.
Yeah, like you may not think this
Dog.
is gonna affect you, but I'm trying to tell you this is gonna affect
This
you.
gonna affect you
I
like
had, and I will say this thing because this is dope to me. This nigga Kid Capri personally thanked me for removing some shit from the episode because when he said it, as soon as he said it, I'm like, no, nigga, like we in the midst of cancel culture. I could have easily clipped that shit and went crazy viral, but I'm like, I know you don't really mean that, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You did the favor of coming and getting the interview with me. I'm not about to be your gossipy ass nigga. No, I'm taking that shit out the episode. He hit me back like, yo, I listened back and you took out blah, blah. I'm glad because so-and-so just got, you know what I mean? I'm like, you got to be morally, you know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah. So shit, I mean, it's deeper than, it's about morals and shit, but at the same time, I be feeling like you know right from wrong.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? As a
Yeah.
man, as a woman, as whoever the fuck you is, you know right from wrong.
You do, but sometimes I think
Sometimes you get caught up in the
people-
moment.
Yeah, and sometimes people just, you know, you're talking and you know whatever. You say some shit that you may not really mean.
When you
to
come-
say.
we
took some shit out of
It's-
the episode.
It's said a different way.
We definitely
you
took
know
some
what
shit
I'm
out
saying?
some episode.
So, and then sometimes you say it, you mean it.
You really mean it,
Yeah,
but
you really
you're not
mean
going to
it.
mean it on this
Yeah,
show.
you
You
nah,
can
nah,
mean it some
here.
other way.
You better tweet that shit, goddammit.
Yeah, tweet it. Don't
But it
put
also,
it on here.
It also to you know, to other podcasters too, it also goes both ways. So I had, you know, Mayor Hancock, like y'all reached out to me, so I had to go to his situation, bring my setup.
Yeah.
It was, I hate that because it's a completely different.
Now you feel like
Now
you're
I'm
their
on your
turf.
shit,
Yeah.
even though you're on my platform.
Yeah.
So there was that list of he don't want to talk about this, don't ask him this. We got a hard stop at 25 minutes, and it's like, damn, this is a really good guess, but I'm not really me right now, and
Right.
so I hate that shit. Like, don't do that to me because I'm
Right.
just like I've told people from now on, like, bro, you got to come to me. We got to set the tone. You know what I mean? Because I need to control the environment. Right.
That's-
Because
yeah,
people
'cause you
hit me
feel-
after that episode like, nigga, I know you wanted to ask him about. I'm like, bro, I really, really did. Trust me,
But
I
you
did.
couldn't.
They was
I got
sitting
hit
here
about
like,
the FL show we just had.
Yeah.
Guess who hit me like, nigga, how you gonna ask me all those questions but didn't ask him nothing? But really, it was what it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask the question because we start talking about so much because we freehand shit.
Yeah.
And I think we should probably start writing more shit down or whatever the case may be. But we freehand. We don't ask. We don't write shit down like, hey, I'm gonna ask Graffiti this
I
question.
write a format, but I
It
can't
depends
write
on the-
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the format.
I know I'm gonna start this way, in this way, in the middle. I'm gonna get here in case I get drawn off.
Exactly.
But I just make shit up too.
Yeah, so I forgot. And plus, when we did the episode, it was so long ago.
Yeah.
When we did this
And it
episode.
should be different now.
Yeah.
You should feel
Oh,
shit
and then
is
there's
different.
that when you pre-record and some shit don't apply by the time it drops.
Yeah.
Oh, we got so much shit of that.
Yeah.
Golly, we got so much shit of that. We got to just use those as clips at this point.
The lost episode.
Yeah.
The lost episodes. Yeah.
So,
But shit, we could talk all motherfucking night, man. about
We sure
this
can,
shit,
especially
though.
with you because you got like, I think we all can just give each other so
Absolutely.
much fucking different
And I've
games
known y'all niggas
on
forever,
different
man.
shit.
Right.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on, man. Give everybody your connects on how to get in contact with you
Yeah. How to
watch
and
the
everything.
show, how to
everything,
listen,
all that.
all
yeah. So at That's Graffiti on any social media ever, nigga, it's at That's Graffiti. That's all my shit. That's my OnlyFans. That's all that shit.
You got an OnlyFans?
Hey, man, who knows?
Hey, no, you know what's crazy is you can have an OnlyFans with just fucking. It's
Yeah,
not
you
all
can.
about sex, bro.
Patreon, all that shit.
Yeah, it's
But
not all about sex.
y'all niggas might see some shit on there and maybe
Hey,
y'all subscribe.
hey,
But at That's Graffiti across
You have
everything.
interviewed porn stars.
Yeah, and also for podcasts, my show is called The Connect with Graffiti, but I just recently changed my feed, my actual podcast feed, to at Dash Graffiti, just like all my social medias. For reasons like this, like if I do a quick little interview that's not quite a podcast, or any kind of audio content, I'm more so using my podcast feed, kind of like a social media feed. So you might see some shit pop up that's not the episode,
Right.
but I just need to put it out. So it's at Dash Graffiti across everything, YouTube, all that, man, Cash App, all that shit.
Cash App.
Posting my
Venmo,
cash on
Cash
my
App.
birthday. I'm dead
There
ass.
you
Just
go.
because this nigga said that, I'm posting my shit.
I don't. See, you gonna make me post my shit.
Hey, fuck it. We
Fuck
posted, nigga. I'm trying
Hey,
to get
because
a trip.
you know what's crazy, and I feel like, real quick, women now, you know, hoeing used to be hoeing.
This nigga done started a whole new
Right.
episode.
Listen though, hoeing used to be hoeing. Now they're using it differently, and I don't like that because hoeing was a hustle. It's not a hustle no more. It's different. And now it's begging. These bitches is making OnlyFans. I don't even want to see you on OnlyFans,
It's
bitch.
support. It's support.
So
See?
on
Full circle.
they're like rappers.
Yeah, right.
They're like
It's a
rappers.
mentality, bro.
On the next episode, we're going to talk about OnlyFans.
Right.
We'll be back and talk about why Bob don't like bitches on
no.
OnlyFans. We'll be back.
It's
It's a
support.
hurricane. We out of here, man. Bobby's
Hey,
World,
fuck
man.
you and your support, bitch.
Appreciate y'all,
This is
man.
Bobby's World. Hey,
Appreciate
we
you too,
appreciate
bro.
you, man, for real, for real.
Hey, thanks, dog.
Go on.
Till I fuck it up. Bang, bang. Give a nigga break, need a Kit Kat. They big mad, been hating, that's a big fact. Cut from a different cloth, you can't stitch that. My name all in they mouth like a goddamn tic-tac, boy. Why they always pressing, got them feeling pressure, boy. Soon I make a move, got they feathers ruffled, boy. This ain't close to fair, baby, check the scoreboard. And I ain't never bored, we just cooking up some more. Look, niggas out here hating, ain't a sad story. They just mad cause they ain't listed in the category. Peas and Quay, we find a way, we like Nemo and Dory. We the station with the answers, call it Stephen Maury. Big columns, lay it out, let's just speak the peace. Y'all be this and that, y'all switch up like y'all Queen Latifah. I be solid, straight to gritting after cream and weed. Make the runs, collect the funds, and then I flee the scene. Intimidated, just admit it, y'all be frustrated. Locking deals, y'all don't like it when I sign and date it. Made me crazy, I just love the attention for me. Keep me out your mentions and all of that energy. Give a nigga break, need a Kit Kat. They big mad, been hating, that's a big fact. Cut from a different cloth, you can't stitch that. My name all in they mouth like a goddamn tic-tac, boy. Why they always pressing, got them feeling pressure.